Split it.
Hello, and welcome along to the 14th episode of Marked for Deletion. It's been a while. It has. It's been a week, actually, hasn't it? No, just a week and a day.
Yeah.
We come to an unusual day of broadcast.
Yes. My bad.
We have spread ourselves out
Sorry.
past few weeks, though, so things have been a little bit confusing, and just to punish you all, the gift has decided that you're no longer level 2, you're level 1. That's not good, because you're meant to have gone up in level, not down.
No.
Let's go and fix that right button.
How cruel.
Cruel world.
There we go. You are now level 3. Isn't that exciting? And in the process of getting to level 3, some have become rogues. Rude. However, this week's episode is called Perceptions, and last week's episode was called Innovia. You can tell me why, and tell me a little bit about what we got up to last week.
A whole lot, I think. Like a whack ton of stuff.
Okay.
Lots of public arguing with strangers.
Yeah, totally non-confrontational public arguing with strangers. So we started off the session at the collusion base, just prepping to head out to the Innovia Awards. Paisley tatted up Brozzig and herself with some non-detection magics. And what else? Oleg busted out the briefcase and put some sneezing dust in it.
That's right.
Yeah, random stuff.
The precious cargo.
And Vulgo was basically given the identity of Saurus, the representative of the Kinishiro Republic, a role that he took very, very seriously, and played very well, if I may say.
Tobacco monopolist.
Yes, exactly. And so, ready to go, we headed out. I think we got transported to. We were told that we would be traveling to the Innovia Awards via portal. And so we were transported, thanks to I think Eliana or Kronks, one of the two, transported us to the portal station, I guess, so to speak. We went to one of the gates and there was a bunch of fancy people there in fancy clothes who were obviously also attending the gala. We had a bit of a confrontation with a drow lady who Oleg threw some shade at. For being
Leisha was her name.
Well, we would find out later. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, spoilers.
Yeah, spoiler alert. She was a friend. But we boarded, or we hopped into the portal and we met up. We rendezvoused with the butler, which was nice. Nice to see him. He threatened to kill us, which was totally
very
normal.
nice about it.
As usual.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
If you stole
totally
that
normal.
credit card.
That's not even a joke. Yeah. Yes, exactly. Paisley was given basically a special Vikasa credit card with crazy high balance,
which we are using today, by the way. Just letting you know. That's
Hell yeah, we are.
I don't know what you're using it on, but feel free.
I'll find something.
I have ideas. We'll talk.
What else happened? And then we walked in to the hall or whatever. Sorry. Just keeps calling.
It's okay. I'll take over. We almost got in a fight during a security bag check, where we made a big stink about how important Mr. Soros was. We ended up meeting the head of the security, who gave our fearless leader an anti-magic pin, essentially, so he couldn't cast any magic. Once we finally
I just want to clarify for the sake of Josh, you can cast magic. He just can't
reflects it.
Yes, he can only target up to 5 feet away, and then if it goes past that, it'll bounce back at him.
Okay, fair enough. We then saw people mingling. We got some fancy drinks. David Sorbin, the CEO of Uplink, was holding court with a bunch of people all around him.
He was confronted, I think.
Confronted by Nico.
Yeah.
who does not.
I don't know what
Sorbet.
I don't know what I can't remember what Nico was his company is though. Do you, Pat?
It's on screen. It's on roll 20.
But I don't know what SSEC is.
Oh, right, okay, that's fine. SSEC.
Were we told?
Security. He does all the.
Oh, okay.
Very
Robo.
vaguely. I don't think you were told in this campaign. I think you were told in the Body Cards campaign about SSEC, because you saw their building. Actually, no, that might have been in this campaign. You saw their building when you went through Arlington, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, they're a very high-level security company, but mostly cyber security. Though they do physical security as well. There's a lot of they do the security for NextNet, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry to interrupt you. Yes, he was confronted by Nico.
No.
He was confronted him. Then we saw a actual member of the Kinishira Republic by the name of Zaru, who was there, and we freaked out a little bit because he may know who Soros is. And
I think we were notified of his presence by the wizard.
We met Archie. I don't know if we saw what the exact order was, but yeah, we did. We were met by Archie, who Archibald, don't call him Archie. Doesn't like
yes. Doesn't like Archie.
That's right.
Sorry.
Nobody else did, Brozzig.
Hates that.
I tried Baldy. I don't understand. Anyway, so we met him. He was very confrontational and crazy. Whether it's an act or not, he got kind of angry. I think we broke the act a little bit, but I don't know. He told us about Miss Quinn, a local newscaster who may have a lot of information. She was not very forthcoming, and Vulgo kind of embarrassed us shortly after in front of her, so probably not an avenue we're going to explore. We then went to our table for the awards themselves, where we met multiple people. Do you remember their names?
The first of which was Miko, who was like an alchemist, and he was a previous winner of the I can't remember which award, the one that makes people. Oh no, it wasn't that one.
No,
It was
he
for
didn't
alchemy.
win.
He won for
didn't
alchemy.
win. Yeah, he won an award for innovation in alchemy.
Yeah, an alchemy award. He gave us some vials of stuff. Who drank one? Was it Paisley or
Vulgo drank one?
Vulgo drank one, and yeah, it was pretty nice.
They were definitely not vials, and he didn't drink them. But they were vials, I guess, but he didn't drink them. He makes ointments, and you put them on your eyelids. Yes, indeed.
That's what it was.
We saw him get in a confrontation with Nyla Quinn, who wanted to continue working with him, and he was like, "Nah, I'm good. I don't want to work with you anymore." And like I said, Vulgo made her angry. That was fun. We met Lisha, the drow again, who was actually super cool. She speaks to the dead. And it seems like potentially tortures information out of the dead. It was
She
kind
forcefully
of unclear.
extracts information from them.
Yeah.
You didn't know how.
Okay,
Yes.
not torture. Forcefully.
No, but you don't know how she did. She might be through torture. It might be through coercion. You're not sure. She didn't.
If I may interrupt for a moment, I think it's important to note that all these people, well, most of the people that we've met are members of the Preachers of the Peace.
Yes.
Is that what they're called?
And Lisha knows
like homies.
Yeah. And
anyway.
Lisha knows exactly who we are. She knows who we are. That we're Vacase's moles. She was completely.
Yeah, I mean, she doesn't necessarily know about like who you were or anything about Focusec or anything.
Correct. She knows we're
She
Vacase's
just knew
moles.
that you were
just knows
Vacase's
that we're-
installation here. Indeed.
Yeah. No one knows who we are in reality.
Yeah.
Then I guess it was time for Governor Larian to speak, the MC for the night, to start giving out awards. Do we need to go through all the different various awards that were won?
No, some notable ones were
Who won the last
Jizoko's.
award? Oh yes, and Jizoko got mentioned. That is true.
Well, Jizoko got an award that was accepted by Garrick, who is the head of Med something.
Medical,
Which
yeah.
we followed up on later.
Yes, which we followed up on. Very interesting. And the last award was the bunny guy. His name was like fucking
Oliver. No, wait.
Iris
Oliver
or
Bunny.
Phineas or some shit.
Keenan.
What the hell is his name? Keenan, that's it.
Enid.
Something Irish.
Oh, Irish. I thought you said his name was Iris. I was like,
No,
all right.
something Irish.
Yeah.
Something
And
Irish.
again, Keenan,
I was
like, you
almost
were on
there.
you're on the right.
Yeah, I was on the right track. Yeah, it was something Irish.
Keenan and Kel, famous Irish television show. I got you.
Um,
Yes, and he won his award for censor.
yes. which
Mhm.
extends your senses in all aspects.
Yes.
And everybody was buying tons of shares, all the rich people in the front.
Immediately.
So he is the next big billionaire.
He was made a billionaire on the spot, pretty much.
Whoa.
One thing to note when we were listening to people talk, Martin Sovard, our old pal, did give a speech, and everybody did not enjoy it. No respect for our boy Martin
Everyone
from
hated him.
the Richies, from the Richie Rich people. So, then it was time for getting set up for dinner, where you guys and Archie went and had a little talk in the bathroom, which Brozzig did not want to be involved in. He tried to convince Vulgo to take on a new identity, which was thoroughly rejected. Vulgo was too deep in the character, so Archie went and took Zaru and literally booted him into another dimension.
Yeeted him, yeah.
So problem solved.
I forgot
guess.
about that.
It's a good thing to forget.
Like-
It's brand new every time. He just opened the door and literally.
That did happen.
It did happen.
Then we did have dinner, and we finally met Detective Inspector Roland, who was
Yes.
fucking awesome.
Mhm.
He's in a whole different campaign, some sort of noir campaign, but he was great.
He's having his own moment. Right?
He's having doing his own thing. Everybody wants him to do jobs for him. People are passing him notes left and right. All the waiters are giving him notes, which I'm definitely going to follow up on today. They are looking for
a card. Can you tell me how he became known / why he was invited? What did
He was
do?
he was nominated, wasn't he, for something?
no. He got a secret. He got a secret invitation.
Secret invitation.
Oh,
doesn't
that's
know from
right.
But he had his guess as to his current.
So
client.
he was inspecting Quick's workplaces. One of the guys we were looking at, and then he got an invite after that. So we don't know if it was Quick or one of his competitors.
So
or
Joseph
whatever,
Quick
but-
is his current client, and he was inspecting their workplaces.
Mhm.
Excellent.
But yeah, people are passing him notes about four
For-
mysterious individuals who don't have any implants, who are we don't know anything about.
Yeah.
I wonder who they are.
Yeah, you would be able to solve that quest quite quickly.
So, yeah.
Dead honest.
So it's about us. He doesn't know who we are. He doesn't know. He's part of the Preachers of Peace. He doesn't know what our deal is. So we're fine with that. I went and spoke. Brozzig went and spoke to Martin Sovard and basically told him about the disappearing focus tech and that sort of weirdness, hoping he can look into it or at least be aware of it. I don't know what will come of that. And then you went and talked to someone.
I went and talked to Garrick, who accepted the award on behalf of Jizoko to set up a meeting with Jizoko.
Well, no, you wanted to set up a meeting with Jizoko, but instead he offered you a tour.
A tour, yes.
A tour of their
Yes. What is this company called again?
medical.
Medicorp, that's right.
And what did Paisley get up to during that?
And then
Paisley
I hung out
was
with the
chilling with
detective.
Roland, yeah.
Because
Chilling
he's so
with Roland.
cool. But then I wanted to go eavesdrop. But Detective Inspector Roland got an important note that got us a lot of experience, so that's
Did
only
get you a lot of experience.
important.
And what did it say?
Yeah.
Let me see, I have it. Oh, here it is. Cap Cube.
Mhm.
What the heck
You
does
just
that
said that.
mean?
well, with periods, right? Like Simon.
like
Yeah,
an
it is
acronym.
definitely an
So,
acronym.
Like an acronym, yeah, like an
So-
acronym.
I'm assuming it's some sort of other AI or something, but again, that's a future mystery. So we'll see.
Yeah, and then I wanted to look inconspicuous while somebody was talking a lot of shit. And I wanted to eavesdrop. That's like
That's
where we left off.
Yeah. Who was talking a lot of shit?
I think it was David Sorbin.
Oh, it was.
Because, yeah, he didn't win any awards, if I recall
He
correctly.
did not.
I wrote down
Mm.
bitch. I wrote down bitch session. He was having
Yeah.
a bitch session.
He was,
Mm.
he was literally doing that. I believe those are the exact
Yep.
words I used.
Yeah.
Just a reminder that up top, sort of above you and behind you, on a very slowly rotating stage in the air is a pianist playing on a white piano. And then at the moment, the tables are laid out post-meal. So the meal's been finished. Everyone has now eaten. There are bars on the left and the right, but there are also waitresses coming around and serving 2 particular drinks. So at this point, they are serving in a tumbler a sort of amber liquid that has a thin layer of purple flame across it that looks a little like a burning whiskey of some sort. And the other option is in a coupe glass, so a tall cocktail glass that's rounded. And this particular drink looks like a sort of caramel swirl. And if you look down into it, there's a sort of literal golden swirl in it that moves ever so slightly. And that's, do you know those sort of, when a cartoon character is hypnotizing you, see those swirly eyes around and around? That's what the drink is doing with the gold swirl inside it. So those are being handed out. For the most part, they're just handing the amber liquid to the men and the swirly coupe glasses to the women. But should you...
Well, there's only like 4 women, right? So there are 4 glasses.
There were only 4 women in the front... Well, there was 1 woman in the front 2 rows.
Oh, that's right.
There was quite a few women at the back rows. Most of these are journalists or lesser scientists or random people who've snuck in on them as +1s to Kineshira Republicans.
Yeah. Okay.
But they will give you whichever drink you prefer, and they also come around the banisters. That's not the word I'm looking for. Balconies. That's the word I'm looking for. Come around the balconies, which I think is where you said you would be standing. Is that right? You're on a balcony looking down over David Sorbin's table.
Well, sure.
Or did you just stand nearby? I can't remember.
I was trying to stand nearby and look inconspicuous. Yeah.
Okay.
Where is our table, James?
Give me an inconspicuousness check.
Okay.
And I would say you're probably over there somewhere.
Like way in the back?
Off the screen.
Off screen.
Yeah, pretty much. So these tables, let me see, there's 253 guests. Each, because it's the 253rd annual awards. They invite 1 more person every year.
Wow.
Most of these tables average 6 people, so there'd be 42 tables.
42.
Probably 44 or 45, because there's some 5-person tables. It's not just a 250. There's just not a 43rd table with 1 person on it. But if there was, it would probably be Martin Sovard. But yes. So I don't know. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So you're probably on like this table, maybe, or like this table.
Nice.
Well, cool. But that's only where you had to sit for food. Immediately after the meal, just a reminder, the name tags are all scrubbed and people just sort of are mingling and pringling. And so, your inconspicuousness check, please.
That was a 17.
Nice, that's not bad. Yeah. So we see Mr. David Sorbin, he's got this way of talking that is as if he's giving a speech at all times. You know those slightly arrogant inheriting sons of very expensive companies who think they're the shit. And yes, they talk too loudly and they've got, you know, the newest slick hairstyle and the newest suit and whatever, and they think of themselves as very fancy. This is clearly him, and it is worth mentioning there is a very, very good reason for his art looking the way it is. So he's got this, like, glass globe, which is literally a thing of the planet. And it's said to be like a constantly correct image of like satellite imaging or whatever. And it's one of Uplink's sort of like newest inventions and stuff. And he quite literally just shows off by chucking it in the air and catching it, a la James Potter and the Snitch. So he really is an absolute dick in every way of the matter. I want to make that really clear. So as he's sort of sat back and everybody else is sitting normally, he's sort of lounging back in his chair. He's got a large cigar lit and there's a sensor of mist on the table. And you can tell immediately that everybody at the table is a hanger-on, is a crony. Nobody at this table is particularly important. Nobody at this table particularly is an owner of a big company. They're all like smaller business people or people who want to be something big. And sitting directly opposite him is Keenan, the winner of the prestige award. I can't remember the exact name of it, but I can fish it out if I need to. But anyway, he's the next big thing. So Keenan sat there, and you can tell that he's the main focus of David Sobin's conversation. I'm not going to go into like detail and actually do the talking, but basically he's constantly alluding to things that he's aware that Keenan wouldn't really know about or understand. Whether this is dodging corporate taxes, whether this is building multi-million-pound buildings, whether this is, huge deficits that would bankrupt any other company that Uplink have overcome. And then he goes into some technological speak, and you can tell just enough that he knows what he's talking about, but he's purposely using long jargon words just to exclude as many people as he can who he doesn't see as relevant. However, Paisley, during all this talk and filter, I will take an insight check with you, from you, to see if you can garner some specifically useful information here.
It's a 12.
Okay, not bad, not bad. So he mentions a few things. First of all, he keeps alluding to my contacts in government. And whilst he doesn't necessarily name anyone, he speaks of their roles well enough that with your role, you would know that he is mostly referring to Daniel and to Vance as the two governors that he seems to have particularly good relations with. Although occasionally he does drop, the governor and I were out playing golf, things like that. So he's clearly got a rapport with the governor too. This guy is literally just a prize dick who's just his name dropping. But
he's name dropping.
But you do get the impression that he genuinely does know them on a personal level as well. And a couple of times, there is one moment where he says, "Well, I did help fund Vance's most recent application to governor."
Wow.
Fortunately, it didn't quite fall through. But then he mentions that he mostly feels that Larian won because more people banded behind Larian because of their dislike for David Sobin than they did because of their dislike for Governor Vance, right? So
does he talk about himself in the third person? Because it seems like the type of person that would do that.
No, but he often instead just refers to the Sorbonne dynasty, or he refers to Uplink as a company, or our great company, etc. He doesn't really ever say I unless it's the governor and I were playing golf. Yeah. But so you've garnered that he's got a close relationship with a few people in the government, but he doesn't seem to get on with many other business owners.
Yeah, there's no other important business guys here.
When a woman comes over and lays her hand on his shoulder and says something very quietly into his ear. And over the course of the evening, you've been watching who people are and where they are. And you would know this to be Mikayla's wife. Now, Mikayla is the CEO of GoLive, and he won almost every award this night.
And swept. Oh yeah, and he hates this guy.
They don't like each other. They don't like each other at all. No.
Well, that's the impression you got. But the wife definitely seems very familiar with David Sobin, and she really does sort of place her hand quite calmly on his shoulder. She leans in and whispers something quite quietly in his ear. And he sort of turns around to everybody and I'm so sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but business calls, There's no hours that are off the clock when you're a member of the Sorbonne dynasty. I'll leave you in the great and pleasant company of our newest award winner, Keenan. I'm sure he can enlighten some of you as to how he rose to such a lofty scale whilst still wearing that suit. And with that, he sort of moves off and heads over to what looks like the men's bathrooms.
Oh, jeez.
And when you look over, you will note that Mikayla is conspicuously absent when his wife returns to where she would have been sitting next to him. It's worth mentioning that a lot of the business owners' wives, those people who are in the tab business owners, so David Sobin, Garrick, Joseph Quick, Martin Sovard, Mikhail, Nico, and Richard Vega, with the actual exception of Martin Sovard, their wives have arrived for the post-dinner soiree. That would take some real powerful swing. Some of the governors were not able to get their wives in, but these people were with Eve.
Damn.
So that tells you a little bit about their sway. But yes, both Mikayla and David Sobin conspicuously absent simultaneously. And as you keep an eye out, Paisley, I will tell you that Mikayla shortly, a little while later, sort of comes out the men's bathroom. looking a little frustrated about something, and then moments later, David Sorben comes out and returns to his table. I'll spare you the rest of his prime bitching, but that's the information you've got about him so far. What's Mr. Fink up to?
Mr. Soros, you mean?
Sure. Soros, Vulgo, either one.
I think he's currently having a panic attack in one of the cubicles in the bathroom.
Oh, did he hear their conversation?
Give me a D100. This is pure luck.
I love it.
Pure luck.
That's a 26.
That ain't below a 5 or over 95 at all. Wrong toilets.
Damn.
Yeah. As you're trying to hold it together, you will hear a completely different conversation emerge. And this one is a little more sinister. You hear two voices exchanging a sort of muffled conversation. Give me a perception check.
Can I guidance myself?
I don't think so. You're having a panic attack. It lasts more than a minute.
Just because I'm anxious doesn't mean I'm not innate in magic, but okay. If you insist.
It makes no sense for you to know to guidance yourself.
Perception.
I don't know. If I'm anxious, I would be guidancing just
On
24/7.
cooldown.
Yeah, exactly. That's a 3.
Oh,
Ah,
no.
nice. Okay, so you pick out very few words about this conversation.
I think I'm too busy hyperventilating.
You will get one name, Zaru.
Uh-oh.
You hear the voice of what appears to be a larger gentleman threatening someone. And he does mention, the very last sentence you hear is, you don't want to be on the wrong side of the Fen.
Have I heard of the Siphon before?
Yes, they are the Warforged
The
bodyguards of
Warforged.
everyone. They shouldn't really be on a side.
I see, but we do know that one went missing. Oh no, we don't know that. That was the
3 or
previous
4 different Siphon Warforged bodyguards companions all went missing. You know that.
Shitty.
Okay. I would like to do something. As I hear that they get like quite.
I'll mute her. Don't worry. Carry on as you want.
As I hear them get like agitated and rowdy, I am going to, for the first time, cast Phantasmal Force.
No.
And I would like to cause like the under my cubicle door to look like it's like flooding out with water to try and get them to leave.
Can you ping the spells?
Sure.
Oh, wow. Oh, God.
Okay, so you're gonna have to peer through the cracks at the edge of the door and target.
Oh shit! I'm gonna have to choose one of them, aren't I?
Yes. You can only
fuck.
choose one because as you look through, all you can see is the back of a man. He's well muscled. He's wearing a black suit, like everyone else is here.
Oh well, I can't do that because if one of them's like, "There's a flood," and the other one's like, "No, there ain't." That's gonna look stupid. So instead, I will. I'll just minor illusion it.
Okay. Those static floods, minor illusions don't move.
So it'll just look like a puddle of water on the ground.
Can you make a?
Smell.
Okay.
Make a smell. Can you make
I was
a
gonna
smell?
say, can you make a smell? Make it like a really nasty smell.
Ooh, make a nasty fart.
I believe
Same-
it's just a
same page.
I believe it's just a sound or image.
It's a sound or an image or an object.
Prestidigitation
lets
is
you
the
do
spell.
that, but
Yep.
not a.
You can do like really like gross noises. And they'll be like, "Ugh, let's get out of here."
Let's get out of here. Someone's
Yeah.
having stomach problems.
It's not really the vibe I was going for, but that's my only option.
What do you think you did? What do you think you did to flood the toilet?
I know that's the.
I try to flush the horrible hors d'oeuvres.
No half measures. No half measures.
Wait, why don't you just actually cause a flood? Can you stuff some crap in the toilet?
Oh.
I don't have crap. I could stuff like toilet paper.
Yeah, just fill it in.
But that's not cool.
There's nothing cool about trying to escape a bathroom.
Ruin Mr. Soros's reputation.
Oh no.
Josh, I need a final word on what you're actually doing. Because I've heard 5 different theories with no answers.
I am going to I'm going to come out of the cubicle.
Okay. As you open the door, you see a man being sort of pushed up towards the wall.
Oh no.
And the man, you see the back of a man, completely bald. Doesn't look 100% human. He's very large, very broad in shoulder. And as he hears the door open, he sort of turns to you, and you see this face, and he's a Goliath. And you see this sort of really flat jaw, and he said, "How long you been here?"
As I come out, I'm like one hand on my stomach, and I just, without looking at them, I say, "Don't try the crab cakes."
He is going to reach over and try and pick you up with one hand by your shirt. Give me an athletics check or a dex save, whichever you prefer.
I would prefer a dex save.
Wow.
I don't actually think you're capable of making this, having just seen my roll, but good luck.
I don't know what your roll is.
29.
Nat 20, baby. Let's go, Joshi.
I got a 19. Well, at -1, so an 18.
29 on my athletics check. So he picks you up. He's like, "I asked you a question. How long you been in here?" And he pulls you right into his face. As he does so, you can look over his shoulder very briefly and see a fire genasi. Who's sort of, he's like proper curled in like this up against the wall. But you see him reaching down towards sort of his pocket or something. Some sort of trick. What do you say?
Oh, am I restrained?
Yes.
Oh, I would like to use my reaction to use a charge of my Wand of Binding to try and get out of it.
Not good.
What does what do?
I don't know. I need more information, Josh.
So, while you're holding the wand, you can expend a charge to try and get out of a paralyze or a strain, and you have advantage on the saving throw to try and make, or check to make against this, like escaping the grapple.
Yeah, sure. You can try and make an escape from the grapple. Give me an acrobatics or athletics check, your choice.
I'll go acrobatics. I got a nat 20.
Nice. So you sort of slip away from him, and then as you do so, you see his face like go literally. He palpably changes. He gets angry, and he pushes like with his hand out with a motion, and the toilet door in front of you just slams closed. And he now at this point is almost at the point of shouting at you, and he pulls a gun from his pocket, and he's gonna point it straight at you. I asked you a question. How long have you been in here?
In this toilet or in this vicinity?
How much did you hear?
Well, I didn't hear much because I was, like I said, the crab cakes. I think they're off. So I was.
Get on your knees, hands up.
Oh no.
I don't really do that without like being taken to dinner first.
Did you really say that with a gun pointed at your forehead? He's pointing. Okay. In that case, he's gonna shoot you. All right. That's gonna be a shot. Right?
Okay.
The 24 to hit you, kneecap.
Ah.
We're gonna go. He's gonna use one of his nastier abilities. So that's gonna do 19 piercing damage.
That's fine.
And your movement speed is reduced to 0.
Oh.
Okay.
And you hear him sort of momentarily. So it turns back to the fire engine. I say, "Don't move." Boss, I've got someone.
Hold person.
Okay, hold on a second. You're just gonna hear, "Boss, I've got someone here." I'm gonna read him. I don't know what he heard. And then he sort of gets that momentary sound of hold person as you start casting. That's a wisdom save, right? Wisdom save, Josh?
I don't have all my spell list from the IM. Hold on.
You should be able to click on the spell on the wand. Like, actually on the wand, you can click the spell.
It doesn't come up.
It should be a wisdom save for a whole person.
Well, it is, but I don't know whether the DC on the wand is. So when you've got the wand clicked on the right-hand side, Josh, it'll say...
The DC is 17.
Fantastic. Okay, it's a wisdom save. I rolled a 14.
Okay.
So you see him sort of stop momentarily, and then you just hear 7 shots straight into the chest of the Goliath from the Fire Genasi.
That was a Fire Genasi, yeah.
And as he steps round, he sort of takes one look at you and... oh shit, man! That looks bad!
Yeah, I'm just on the floor, like, wand vaguely in my hand.
Man, I'm sorry! And he is going to take your hand, he is going to slap his gun in it. He is going to pull you out, push you out of the way, and he is going to rush out the bathroom door.
Yeah, I'm just like convulsing on the floor, screaming as like blood is rushing out.
Because the blood is going to rush out your knee. So assuming that you're under 5 hit points right now, because you're going to lose 5 hit points every 6 seconds until you're unconscious. Okay, cool. So you bleed out.
Okay, great.
And you're unconscious. You're not going to die, but you are unconscious. After a short moment, I would like a perception check, please, from Paisley, from Brozzig, and Oleg. Where are you?
I was
Where were you last? You were talking to.
So I was talking to Garrick, but I was with Vulgo. And then we left that conversation and just moved on. So I assume Vulgo had gone off to the bathroom, and I would have probably gone back to like our table or something.
Sure. Okay.
Can they all roll with advantage because they love me?
We have way to like communicate with each other, right? Like we have earrings that let us talk to each other.
I just want to see who notices what. That's all.
No, I mean like Vulgo could have called us, before.
And I think maybe would Vulgo have done that just as he felt himself bleeding out? Would he have maybe called out and given any information to them, or would he have not wanted to put them up? What's your thinking?
Yeah, I mean, after the guy framed me and ran out, sure.
Okay. So you all hear this sort of momentary gasp.
It all happened very quickly.
That's all you really hear is Vulgo sort of incoherent. The bathroom have been shot. And then that's all you get, right? Brozzig and Paisley got a 16 and Oleg got a 12, is that correct?
Correct.
Additional modifiers there? Okay, fantastic. Paisley, from where you're sitting, you're sat at the table with... no, you're not sat at the table with Inspector Garrett. You're up on the balcony, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You see the main back door open, and you see Poe walk in with 2 Warforged. And they begin systematically walking. The Warforged split and walk towards 2 separate men's bathrooms. One of which is the bathroom where Mikayla and David Sorbin just came out of, and the other one is the other men's bathroom on the other side. Brozzig, from where you were, you've just been at the bar with Martin Sovard, right?
Yes.
So as you're walking away from that conversation, you would see the bartender sort of put up his hand and sort of listen to something and interrupt the serving, and then pull someone over. A young female comes over. She looks very young. 15 or 16 she looks. She's just wearing sort of like a power suit, if you will. So she's got a skirt below the knees. She's wearing a white blouse, black jacket over that. She does seem to have an earpiece. She comes over and listens for a few moments. And then she blinks out of existence. Reappears somewhere else, you'd assume. Or she just blinked out of existence for good. And then you hear a little bit of bubbly commotion.
It's a weird suicide thing.
So you hear some talking going on. Oleg, yours is a little simpler. You can hear the wave of conversation coming towards you. And you just hear different people say, were those gunshots? Something just happened, blah, blah. Where the hell did that guy go? You're just hearing the edges of a conversation that doesn't quite make sense. But you said you were headed back to the table, and you will see Detective Inspector Roland get up.
All right.
He sort of looks around and looks a bit unsure, and he begins to head towards the security guards. Not the ones that are walking, but the actual ones at the door.
I am going to get on comms and try to contact Paisley, everyone basically, and be like, guys, what's happening? People are moving. People are talking. Where's Vulgo?
You tell me. There's Warforged headed to the bathrooms.
Vulgo was going to the bathroom.
Uh-oh. Let's go there. Let's meet at the men's rooms.
Okay.
I am going to look around though. Like, where is the bathroom that Vulgo is in?
So left side. So they're basically even.
Oh, where are the? So actually,
one
let me rephrase that. Where are the bathrooms? Like they're sort of close-ish to me. Or I have everyone's
from
face
where
on
you
my
are,
social map.
yeah, sort of 30, 40 feet away. Not really focusing too hard on the maps, but yeah, 30 or 40 feet directly in front of you, you can see the bathroom door where you remember now. You don't know which bathroom he was in.
Mm-hmm.
You know he was in one of them. So 30, 40 feet in front of you, or 50, 60 feet behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Can I try to talk to the bartender?
Yeah, of course you can.
Can I? So I have as a local tradesman, I do have a feature that lets me schmooze with the lay folk a little better than most. It won't come up right now for whatever reason, but I want to try to talk to the bartender, who I assume I've talked to already today because I've been getting drinks
As you
all night.
first come up, he's like, "I'm not serving right now."
No, hey, what's going on, man? It seems to be what are these rich assholes up to? What are they doing?
I can't really say. I don't know. I think there's some commotion. Somebody said a gunshot went off. I don't really.
A gunshot.
Details.
We went through security. How people get gunned through security here? What are you talking about?
I don't know. I was just told to hold off on serving right now.
Uh-oh.
Who was that person you were talking to? The smartly dressed young lady. She security? She didn't look like that guy from the front that we met. The Minotaur guy.
When you say who is that girl, you see his face will harden up a little bit. He gets a little more confidence. I really can't be telling you anything, sir.
Oh, okay. Apologies. You know, you got job to do. I got job to do. I got to go check on my church.
As you're talking, one guy sort of elbows you in. I think she's a little higher up than she looks. I don't think she's a kid. She was packing, man.
I called a young lady. I did not want to be rude.
No,
do not ask women their age.
but
Do not ask women their age.
She definitely had. She definitely had a gun on her.
She must be someone's security. Lots of private security here. She must be one of them.
And as you're all doing these things, there is a sudden blast of fire by the toilet's door. It's like a conflagration. It shoots up from the ground, and it's sort of there's almost a pillar of flame right up. And then almost immediately, there's this sound of it being doused, as a big ball of darkness sort of appears at the point at which it arrived, and you just hear sort of, and somebody has cast a fairly powerful water spell, to sort of quash that flames. But the smoke starts emanating out. There's a sort of beep, beep, beep going on above. It might be worth noticing that as you look around, almost nobody else has moved from their tables. There's a bit of chatting going on, but people mostly drinking.
What is with these
they
people?
really don't seem that.
Everyone's so self-involved.
Mhm.
Literally. We probably look conspicuous rushing towards the bathroom,
You
but
You do. You look odd.
But then you see the two Warforged come out of the darkness and begin to head elsewhere. And you do overhear, shit, we lost him. Where did he go? All eyes out. And they're obviously looking for the fire genasi. However, you then see a third Warforged come out the bathroom. And he is holding Vulgo up.
Is he
By the
holding
scruff of his collar?
Vulgo, or is he holding Mr.
Vulgo in his... Ooh,
he's still disguised.
This guy's
He's on...
regardless, yeah? It doesn't matter.
If you're unconscious, it's still up?
I think so. I don't think it's concentration.
Okay. I'm not going to fight you on that.
Let's find out, shall we?
I hope it's still up. Or else we're in big trouble.
So...
Do we all see this from our
Um,
vantage points?
Well, currently your vantage point is about 8 foot away.
It doesn't. It's just a duration of 1 hour.
So you're not dead, so you should still be up then.
Yes, I believe it even lasts through death. Specifically, this guy's...
Yeah.
that's
It's just
fun.
it's just the duration.
Yeah,
Ooh,
it ends
that'd
and
be
it
a fun
ends,
mystery.
which is
Or
a
if
good
you
one,
use an action to dismiss it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Cool.
So anyway,
Great
you
news.
see him holding
Great
up
news.
Soros, and he's sort of holding you by the scruff of the neck. But you will note that whilst there's a lot of blood on in the knee area of his trousers, it doesn't seem to still be bleeding. And his leg is not at any sort of funny angle or anything like that, so you might find surprising. You're standing about 8-9 feet in front of him. Oleg.
Oleg.
Yeah, sorry, I was trying to remember who's where. So Brozzig's on his way down. Paisley is also on her way down from the other balcony.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Oleg's the one standing in front. And he will just hand you Soros.
So rude.
What happened?
Your friend has been shot. You will take him
Shot?
to his table. He is fine. We have healed him.
What
Please
kind of
maintain
security is this?
Please maintain a level of decorum. The killer will be apprehended shortly.
Killer. And I'll sort of like look at
Killer?
Soros
He's
and I'll
alive.
slap him.
He will come around shortly.
What does my knee look like?
There's some blood where the trouser is, but nothing else.
Oh, okay.
No indication.
Who was killed?
That is not your concern, citizen. Please return to your table.
It certainly is my concern. I am this man's security detail, and you have allowed him to be shot.
You will return to your table now.
I'm at my table, sir.
You're not. You're standing. You stood up and walked towards, right? He's gonna hand you. He's gonna hand you. Literally put Vulgo in your hand. And
Wow.
I would suggest you
And
find
that
the rest
is-
of your security detail.
They will be arriving shortly, I can assure you.
I cannot wait. And then he's.
Regardless, I'll bring Soros back to the table and
Okay.
slump him in the chair.
Josh, you're gonna come around after about 30-40 seconds. And I need you to make me a wisdom save, please, and a history check.
Uh-oh.
And a history check.
Wisdom save, history check.
Check. Ooh.
Okay. Wisdom save is an 11.
Mhm.
The history check, can I guidance?
Sure. Actually, that would make a lot of sense. As you try and remember
Okay.
exactly what you can see.
Yeah, that's a 16.
Okay. As hard as you might try, you cannot picture that fire genasi at all. But with your 16 history check, you are able to picture the man who threatened you and held you up. This Goliath, heavyset in his ways, did not look genteel or like he belonged here at all. And one big thing you remember immediately was he had a tattoo on his neck. And these tattoos were of flames that sort of curled around a fist on his neck.
The flaming fist, I hear.
Hell no.
Wow.
Less so like sort of a fist with flames, and more sort of like a conjurer pulling flames in.
I see, I see.
He had slate grey eyes. His eyebrows are a little too far apart. He looks a bit like the guy who does the click in Marvel, whatever his name is.
Thanos.
Oh, him.
Yeah. Relatively important character.
He's-
His name just would have
That's a
come.
fun way to describe him.
No,
Yeah.
I mean just like the facial features, right? He's very much
Mhm.
not very human. He's Goliathy.
As he comes to, I'm gonna be, Vulgo, you okay, my boy? What happened?
Oh no, I was just trying to relax in the bathroom,
I got
and
you shot.
I knew that I couldn't stay in there all night, and so I left. But there was these two people fighting, this fire genasi and this purple Goliath with a tattoo of a flaming fist, but more like a conjurer flame fist on his neck, on his thick tree trunk-like neck.
Mm-hmm.
And he asked me if I overheard anything, and I'm pretending to be someone else, so I lied. But he didn't care. I think he wouldn't have cared what I said. I think he just wanted to get rid of me, and so he popped my kneecaps with a shotgun.
He pulled a gun on you.
Yeah, and then I hold personed him. And then the fire genasi shot him several times in the back of the head. And then as I was bleeding...
stops.
Oh, I don't remember him putting the gun in my hand. Okay. And then all I remember... I don't want to be here anymore.
It's alright, my boy. You'll be fine.
That is the sentence that you two will arrive to, by the way. As you're crying, Soros says... I don't want to be here anymore. Brozzig and Paisley arrive at the table.
Vulgo, what the hell happened?
He's been shot.
What?
What? The gunshot was you? I should have known.
I should have known.
I didn't shoot the gun.
You were getting shot.
Funny enough, Vulgo, as you feel down to your knee, it feels absolutely fine. You can sort of remember the pain a little bit. But you're now questioning whether you really were shot, or whether you just thought you were shot.
Oh no!
Is there a hole in his pants though? What about his suit?
His suit pant knee is covered in blood, and indeed there is quite a large hole there.
Oh, this is terrible.
But now you're thinking maybe it just grazed the edge of his skin and like did one damage, but then he passed out, like he fainted. You know what I mean? The memory really is so blurry and all that.
All right, here, Vulgo. Take this. He gives him one of the amber drinks that he brought from the bar. You need to pull yourself together, man. All right, you are a captain of industry. Okay, you cannot be crying in front of all these powerful people. Get it together.
Right.
Listen, man, you did an excellent job until this point.
No one here gives a shit. No one here cares. Everybody is just no one even got up out of their seats when they heard gunshot and explosion, okay?
But then if no one cares, then A, why do I need to drink this?
They will care if you are crying and blubbering.
Why? They didn't care if someone being shot. We have information. Why can't we just leave?
You need to drink this for our sake, first of all. And, what do you think? Do we have enough information?
Listen, I touched.
Getting kind of hot.
I touched my my squawk rock. I'm gonna call it a squawk rock from now on because I can't think of a better name for it. I touch my my gem, and I say, listen, someone is looking for us. We need to talk to the wait staff here, figure out who is giving them notes about 4 anonymous individuals. We can't just leave now.
Speaking of, Roland just left to talk to security. I'll look around. Do I see Roland?
He's coming back towards the table and he's looking furious.
Oh, good.
Shit.
Let's talk to him.
He's coming right now. He's coming right now. I'll look up. Roland! What's happening?
Don't tell me shit!
No.
Sits down disgruntled and he looks over to Vulgo who's got a drink on it. Are you drinking that? Good. He takes it away.
Wow.
He takes it away, necks it in one go. Think nothing happened here. There was a gunshot, there was a whole fire explosion. You see that shit? He was just sitting down looking for another cocktail, like nothing happened.
This place is crazy.
No sense of self-preservation, these people.
I love how they just think they're too important to get shot.
I'm gonna look at Brozzig and Paisley and be like sort of give them the look like, should we tell him that Vulgo is the one who's shot? Like, I'm like,
He's a good
I'll sort of
detective.
look at them and then look down at Vulgo's knee.
I think he'll notice. He's an expert detective.
Currently, he's just looking like a really pissed off man.
I'm gonna take out one of my chocolate bars and start eating it very slowly.
Maybe I think we can trust this guy. Maybe he knows something. Hey, detective. Actually,
Yeah, what?
the thing. Well, we have some information, about who got shot. Look at Vulgo.
Am I gonna get involved in shit I don't want to be involved in?
I don't know. We're kind of involved in shit we don't want to be involved in now.
That's life in general, my friend.
Who'd you shoot?
No. Look at his knee. He's the victim.
Holy shit, man!
Don't blame the victim.
What did I do? Is it glance and blow or something?
Our boy got shot here. He can
been shot
explain
3
the
times.
details.
Shit
Wow.
hurts. You're looking all right. Hell, did I take your drink? Oh well.
Yeah. That was
You
messed
just
up.
eat that candy bar. Gives you a strange look, and he's like, "So who shot you?"
So what I saw us tell him.
He was this big giant of a person. He had a flaming fist tattoo, but not of one that's punching, of one that's conjuring flame on his thick tree trunk like neck.
He did.
I know. No, I don't know.
You got
Oh no,
shot
I
by
do
the
know.
victim?
Wait. He's
No.
dead?
Wait,
That
2
was
people
a-
got shot?
That was a fire genasi.
Fire genetics. That explains the conflagration. Huh. So, describe this man to me again. And he's gonna pull out a sketch pad. He's gonna draw. Don't you dare! Don't you dare! Silence yourself. He's gonna draw the Goliath as best as he can, like to your approximation. Then he asks you to describe the fire genasi, and no matter how hard you think, all you can remember is a flash of flame and a little blur of
Yeah.
smoke. He keeps
Yeah.
pushing
He
him.
was
He's
like a
"What?
fire
You
genasi.
must be able to remember something about him. Nothing. You can't remember if he was tall,
No.
short, fat, thin, what he was wearing, nothing at all.
No.
Mhm.
Yeah. Everybody else just going about
Dude.
their business as they were. Nobody seems particularly bothered.
Jeez. These people are crazy.
What do you make of it, Roland?
It ain't shit to go on. We'll look through our records, see if there's anyone with a matching tattoo. But Sci-Fi won't let me near anything. I do know one thing.
Damn.
They didn't find their mark. They're pissed about it.
Did you see young looking woman in white blouse? Looked like child almost, but maybe not child.
Is that relevant?
Yeah, it seems like she may be head of security looking into this. I saw her talk to bartender and disappear real quick.
Describe it to
Detective,
me.
you,
And he gets out a notebook and starts drawing her. Let's see her. No.
for a
See,
detective,
how-
you don't know a lot of things, Roland. I guess this is early in investigation.
Wow. Don't insult Roland. He's
I
so
don't know
cool.
nothing about this. It's-
Clearly.
Look, man, I get out on the streets. And
That's right. He's on the beat.
Most of my job is talking to people. On through social media profiles.
Wow. You're looking for an intern? That sounds great.
No.
All right.
Uh,
Thanks for the information. I'm sorry. You gotta be fucking kidding me. And as a waitress comes over, she sort of very carefully places the glass on top of his napkin, and then sort of like waggles the napkin at him. In front of him.
Is it another note?
Yeah, he takes the serviette and goes to read. He's like, at least they're coming with drinks now. And he necks another one. He was like, you didn't want one, did you? To Vulgo, and doesn't say anything more.
Wait a minute. But they're not serving anymore.
The bartender stopped serving. The waitresses haven't stopped.
Okay, I'm looking for a waitress.
And as you look up now, you will notice the bars are back in operation. That was
Might as
causing
well
more
get a drink.
kerfuffle than anything else.
Yeah.
All right, Del, we need to go talk to. We need to go find a waitress to talk to. Me and you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I agree.
We need to go
Well,
figure
more
out
of
who's
those
giving.
drinks.
Yes, the drinks. We need to go get more drinks. Let's go double fist some drinks.
Okay.
Can
We'll
we
do that.
like follow the waitress who just
Of course
gave
you
him the note?
Yeah. She heads on over towards what appears to be a sort of service entrance. You can catch her before she gets there.
Excuse me.
As you approach her,
Miss.
give me a perception check.
Oh, okay.
Both of us.
Mhm.
Or-
As they're on the way, Oleg will calm into someone and say, "Can you bring me back a drink?"
Wow, thank God for Brozzig, because I got 4.
This was not point of mission, but yes.
Brozzig, what did you get on your perception check?
22.
Yeah, you see that little butterfly zip at the back of her neck. You know that this is a robot.
Oh,
The waitress. Of some sort. She's got wires underneath her skin. And she sort of turns to you. Can I be of assistance?
yeah. First of all, does she have any more drinks?
No. She's holding an empty tray.
Okay.
You
Forget
need a
that then.
drink? I can
No,
get you one.
actually, did you, our friend at the table there, he wanted to know who sent that note so he can follow up with them.
No, not.
Oh, okay. Are you sure?
She stares at you blankly and just doesn't blink.
These guys are kind of tough customers.
Okay. Carry on. We let her go, and then I'm gonna follow her. We follow her into wherever she's
Okay.
going.
She goes through the service entrance. And as you get to the door, she turns around and sort of, you may not pass here. You do not have security clearance.
Oh.
Of course we do.
Of
We
course we do.
have personal security for a very important guest here.
My guest. And for the first time, her face changes ever so slightly, and you see a tiny quirk of a smile. Then she walks on.
What did she say?
Be my guest, then.
Oh, great! Let's waltz right in.
Yeah, you walk face first into a solid barrier.
God damn it! All right.
As after this happens, she sort of comes back out the entrance and, would you like a drink?
Yeah. Now.
Are any of your are any of the waitstaff human? Are any of the waitstaff?
Impertinent.
Wow.
No.
Sorry.
I don't know how to ask this tactfully.
No,
God damn.
we don't make
What-
mistakes.
So,
Humans make mistakes. That just makes us human. I mean, sure.
That is precisely the point. Would you like a drink?
Take a drink. I'll
Not
take
from-
2.
Not from you.
Caramel swirl or amber fire?
I'll take 1 of each, please.
She disappears. Moments later, she comes out holding a tray. She just hands you both drinks.
Damn. Thank you.
I'm not
You're
gonna
most
turn it
welcome,
down.
I'm sure. Turns around and walks back into her service entrance.
Well, these guys are. I don't think we're gonna get anything out of
I
them.
just wanted to talk to a person. Maybe bribe them with that fancy gold bracelet you have. But
Yeah. That's
it
a
does
good
not
idea.
seem. I mean, the bartender. Me and him
Definitely
have
human.
talked before.
Not
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe we go talk to him. You seem like a
Okay.
good guy. All right,
Mhm.
let's go talk to him.
Let's
You head up
go.
to that same bartender, and he sort of weighs you down for a second. We're serving again, by the way.
Oh yes, wonderful. Thank you so
Great.
much.
What can I get you?
Yeah, I'll take one of those amber deals, and maybe a little bit of information.
And then I casually lean on the bar, revealing my
Flash it.
golden
Did you bring a
bracelet.
footstool?
I
I'm
have
kidding.
hopped onto
I'm
a
so
seat.
kidding. Just
the
a
bar.
reminder that in all of these bars, there is a sort of tiered system just before the bar, which allows smaller races to step up,
Oh, good.
so that you don't ever have that struggle. So
Short
yeah, you're in
and
the bar.
friendly.
And he leans over, grabs an amber flame, puts it in front of you. I'm not really in the business of passing out information. Look, man, I'm not getting in trouble.
Well, no, it's nothing. It's just very simple questions, really. That detective. You know him?
Sort of size you up a little bit. Detective Inspector Roland?
That's the
him.
guy.
I read about him in a newspaper column. Kind of cool seeing him here.
Yeah, he is cool. He apparently has a lot of fans here.
He's a bit of a something for the common people. I don't know, a
man
hero.
of the
I guess yeah,
people.
sure, he's a hero for the common people or something.
He's a man of the people. Sure.
That's
yeah,
right.
You know, he's a bit of a hero to some of us, a bit of a folk hero.
Oh, I love that.
Solving
Well,
crimes, busting rich person's asses. Like that.
yeah. Well, you know, he wanted to follow up on one of these notes, but he's been getting so many, he can't keep track of.
Listen. Some of these, I am not. You know, us here. We have me and my companion here. We come from very humble beginnings. Okay, we are not like some of these rich
That's
assholes that are here. Okay, I was janitor for many years. I've worked my way up to the.
I was just saying this, Brozzig. You get the impression that he looks almost embarrassed. He's not saying this.
But I have worked my.
no.
But I have worked my way. I have worked my way up.
Good.
You see, I'm wearing very nice suit.
Mm-hmm.
You are.
I work for a very important man.
That's right. Check the suit.
Okay, but I come from humble beginnings, my friend.
Better than going the other way down the ladder.
That is very
Mhm.
true. But you know, these people they treat, you know, service workers like they are not really there, like they are just part of background.
Because we don't matter.
You must. Well, because they think you don't matter, my friend. You do matter.
No, we don't. What legacy am I gonna leave?
You don't need to leave a legacy to you matter to the people around you, like me.
Oh, that's my father. And he gestures towards his father.
Oh God. Is he here? Where is
Very
he?
rich business owner.
Oh dear.
Disowned me 2 years ago.
Wow.
What the shithead?
It's crazy that you got this.
Right? He says that and he gets you another drink and puts it in front of you. As soon as you say that, like, you've got him on board. Yeah, so you're talking about all these humble beginnings and he's like, he was rich as shit and he got disowned from the family inheritance and now he's working a bar. Like,
That is embarrassing.
It's rough. It's not going well for him.
Wouldn't you like the opportunity?
Look, what do you want to know about these notes? I don't know nothing about no notes. What
Oh.
notes?
Well, someone's been passing the detective notes all
Why don't you
damn
ask
night,
them?
you know. We don't know who.
Listen, we tried to talk to wait staff. They are all robots,
The wait staff are passing the notes? That's impossible.
but they don't see. Well,
That's not in their
somebody
program.
is. Somebody. Oh, so you think somebody has hacked into robots? Is what you are saying to make them pass notes?
Or they're programmed to listen to someone.
When you say that, he sort of gets a little sort of unnatural giggle. And just sort of, that does sound unlikely.
Who made these robots? Who made these robots? The robot servers? Are these Quicks?
Standard issue, no?
Is it Joseph Quick? These his company. He is hospitality, right? He is.
I mean,
he
I
employs
think
you.
he buys them, but yeah, he's my boss, somewhat, I guess. A long way up the chain. But I don't know. He buys them. They're CC3s. I don't know. Who makes CC3s? Do you know who makes CC3s? I don't know. They're waste stuff.
Okay. Well, besides that, do you have any? What do the kids say? Hot goss? any of these people bragging about shitty things they like to do?
All of them. You probably
yeah.
really don't care. No matter how much you think you do. Look, man, they're all sleeping with someone's wife, having their wife sleeping with someone else. 3 kids and 3 different mothers. 2 divorces that have rendered them near bankrupt. They're all married to their business. They don't care about people.
No.
It does seem that way. This world is
Right.
fucked up.
They care about their money, and the less people involved in it, the better for them. Hell, wait till the CC9 comes out. I won't be here.
Well, maybe we can do something. Keep you on your feet a little bit longer. I nod to Paisley.
Yeah.
How much do you make in a month?
I do alright.
Well.
Like Brozzig would probably know about what he makes in a month, right?
Okay, so like 20,000 credits.
Yeah. Give him 100K.
Okay.
I say in the Squawk Rock.
At the moment, he isn't aware that you're offering him money.
Well, we flash. I thought we flashed it.
Yeah.
At him.
Oh,
he didn't pick up on that.
Flash my
I,
bracelet at him.
You don't need to. Don't take take tips.
Listen,
It's
yes,
a tip.
under the table tip. We do not report this to employer. We want you to get all of it.
Oh, I
Listen,
know.
listen, friend. It's not our money.
He
It's
sort
not.
of-
It's not our money. It's not our money,
Don't
friend.
tell me that. He sort of very nonchalantly rests his wrist against your bracelet, Paisley.
That's right.
But then at the same time, he's sort of like, I don't take tips.
Well, of course,
Yeah,
of course
not.
You get paid a very fair wage by your employer because you are a
Mhm.
very valuable member of.
Paisley,
of
as you look
company.
down, it goes up to 5,000 and just stops.
Oh no! He put a limit on it.
Jeez.
Single transactions
Wow.
are capped at 5,000.
How embarrassing.
That's fine.
Because it
Tell
thinks
it.
of
You
everything.
didn't say the 100,000 out loud, so you're alright. 5,000 is a huge tip. It's a week's wages.
Good.
He sort of takes it.
Wow.
Thanks, man. Look, all I'm saying is that if CC3s are passing notes, they're meant to be passing notes.
Okay. I think that's pretty interesting in itself.
There is someone in charge of them.
Oh.
He sort of nods, and as you look over into the corner, you see this young girl. A little blouse, her business suit, wearing a headset.
Oh my god. So
And
she's in charge of the
She looks
bots.
over and don't piss her off though. She's Ella Quick.
Oh.
She is Joseph Quick's
She related.
daughter.
Oh.
Well,
Ah.
and she looks 16, 17 years old, but she is in charge of all the rots tonight. The bots and the robots, all the rots.
So it was quick. It was just the wrong one. Okay, that is fair.
Thank you, my friend.
Hey,
Nothing to thank me for, because I didn't do anything. And then
Except serve these delicious
Goes off.
drinks.
right?
Glug,
And
glug,
then he
glug,
goes over
glug,
and says,
glug.
how can I help you? Blah blah blah. And as you turn around, you will see Naylor Quick coming towards you. Naylor Quinn coming towards you. Sorry.
Oh,
However,
no.
Oleg, you've been waiting
Yes.
ages for your drink at this point.
Mhm.
Long enough that Detective Inspector Roland has given up asking Soros questions. And he's gone back off to pester the security again. And you're left with just Soros and you. What are you guys chatting about, doing, thinking, feeling,
Well,
smoking?
now that Roland's gotten up, has he left the notes on the table?
Notes?
Ugh.
No. But the most recent one he has.
Can I just sort of coyly slide it over and look to see what's on the note?
Says, this one's not for you.
Wow.
Just in case that is ambiguous, that isn't the note telling you it's not for you. It's sorry, I just realized the double entendre that
Yeah,
is so
okay.
unintended. It's so
I was like,
unintended.
whoa, there's some magic
You
here.
would know he's being told not to investigate the fire and the gunshot that just happened. That's what it meant. Like,
Ah,
this
I see.
investigation's not for you. not. This note's not for you. Sorry.
Yeah, I was like,
wow.
about that.
It's a high-tech note.
Somebody's watching me.
Yeah. It's just like literally the waitress is just having to go leave this one for Oleg. No.
But it just says like so. All
This investigation is not for you to deal with. Let's put it.
And the notes that we've seen so far are not like signed or like have any sort of indication.
No, and they're all oddly like they look like print, even though they're obviously written onto the note.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, like if a robot wrote them.
Take a D4.
Yay!
Oh, never mind. That's Josh that's hoarding them.
Vulgo, how are you feeling? Did you have a drink yet?
I don't want a drink. I want to go
It's 2
home.
candy bars deep.
But the de-stress or something, jeez.
No, they don't work. They're just a name.
I figured as much. What do you make of this Roland?
I think that I don't trust anyone here. Everyone's
I'll look down at myself and look back at Vulgo.
everyone's just out for themselves.
These rich fucks. That's how it is. You were playing the part, you know how it is, right?
No, that was all pretend.
Well, no doubt whoever's after us. We're just a speck in their world.
Well, why would you care about a speck?
Well, because an ant can grow into a single ant, or so 2 ants can grow into an infestation quite quickly.
Mm.
Is that how that works?
I think so.
Then what do you say? Do we kill everyone here?
Oh, wow.
Is
Oh,
that
I
how you
got
get rid
that.
of the infestation?
Wait a minute.
Well,
Fireball!
no, but generally the way to get rid of an infestation is to remove the queen.
Who's the queen?
Exactly, my friend.
Excellent
Exactly.
question. As you are sitting there and you say who's the queen, it's almost by a complete coincidence, and it is a complete coincidence. But it just it's very well timed that you hear a sort of tapping on the microphone, as if to double check it is working. And you will see our friend Layla come to the microphone.
Oh no.
Oh,
He stands
great.
up on the stage in front of everyone.
Finally.
Hello? It sort of echoes a little bit. You
Hello.
see someone in the front sort of give her a little wave. Like, come on. Like, this is my newest single. A nice evening.
She kind of lacks stage presence, huh? I say to
You would know
Brozzig.
she has recently just won the equivalent of X Factor, Star Sing. So she's been thrust into the limelight a little bit. But she's the most popular fad right now. She'll get up and she'll sing, and you'll notice that it's a very sort of, despite the fact she won based on the quality of her voice, it's very electrified, very Cynthia modulated, and it's clearly a song that's been written for her. It's very poppy, but she really doesn't do all that much, or say all that much, or sing all that
She's
much.
just going through the motions.
I mean, she's no Marissa. What I'm saying.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
not singing
There's no
it.
message. There's no message to her music.
Yeah.
No, there doesn't appear to be.
It's pop.
But you see now that the music's going, falling down to the middle of your table on a long suspended chain is a censer that is burning lightly of mist. And these are falling to every table. The lights have been dimmed a little bit, and
We gotta get
it's
back to the
start of
table.
sort of later evening going on. During this time, it's not going to matter, but you will have advantage on. Well, it might matter in one sense. You'll have advantage on any insight checks and disadvantage on any initiative checks while the mist sensor is rolling.
Nice.
And yeah, you're all feeling a little more Well, maybe you're not. I don't know. Let's find out. Charisma save. You can fail this willingly if you like a bit of miss, but
I'm huffing. I fail.
Paisley, just a reminder that you will have you will also be able to add your proficiency bonus to any insight checks you make. And you will add minus your proficiency bonus to your initiative check because you're a goblin.
Yay!
How are our charisma saves?
That's a fail.
It won't let me roll. I got -2. I'm probably gonna fail, but it's not letting me roll.
I got a 21.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Ironically,
That's
everyone that
perfect.
doesn't need it are under the effects of calm emotions, and Vulgo is still highly strung and anxious as shit.
Yeah, I rolled a 10.
Yo.
So I failed.
Yeah. So you're feeling a little bit more relaxed, a little bit less on edge, a little bit less focused. Except for Vulgo, who's really susceptible, you know.
Eyes are bugging out of his head.
Focused on his anxiety.
Yeah.
Is what he is right now.
Where's our other table friends? Like
Wait,
Archibald.
Did you say Nyla Quinn was
Malaysia.
like approaching us? Is
Yeah,
that-
I'll come to
Okay.
Brozzig and Oleg here. As Nada
No,
Quinn
Brozzig and
comes
Paisley.
straight up to you and sort of capture on the front. Excuse me, got some questions for you.
You have questions for us?
Not you, you. Points to Oleg.
Uh-oh.
Me.
I don't know.
You were very quick to move towards the conflagration downstairs. What happened in your eyes? What's your side of the story?
I saw the flame. I saw the orb.
This flame, would you describe it as a explosion, as a pillar, as a conflagration, as a
I suppose you could call it a pillar.
pillar of flame? Would you say it was an attempt to harm someone? Did the flames feel hot upon your face as you walked so close?
They're quite personal questions, Miss Quinn.
I seek the truth in everything. Please continue.
No, I was not close enough.
And why were you heading towards the place when everybody else was heading away? Or remaining in place? Do you enjoy
See
the
what
thrill of
happened.
danger?
My friend here was in the bathroom. I went to go.
I see. And what did he witness? Do you know? You are the friend? Suddenly, Brozzig, you exist again. So you were in the bathroom at the time?
I saw nothing.
Period.
I see. You struggle with talking to the media, is that right? Would you feel would you feel a little more conversational if perhaps you offered something in return?
Yes, a little. Yes.
All right.
Rosie can't think of the word. He's too high on mist.
Alright, I've got 2 tickets to see the Diamonds Feast the Arrows. Front row
Wow. What? She just has that?
seats. She just
Talk
said,
about a
"That's the
bribe.
man." Tell me everything you saw as you were in the bathroom.
Brozzig, he will relay. He doesn't want Soros taking any sort of heat. Like, he doesn't want him taking any heat for this. So Brozzig will pretend what Vulgo told him is his story. So he'll tell her
Okay.
exactly what Vulgo said, but pretend it was him. And then I don't remember who the other person. I can't remember him at all. My mind is whammied.
I'm so glad that we had the opportunity to talk this evening.
I held up my hand.
Oh, she puts them in and she sort of pats you on the back. And I'm ever so grateful. She looks back to Oleg and maybe your friend will take you to the game. I hope you have a wonderful time.
Wow.
With that,
We
she sort of
may.
lets out a smile and sort of as
What
she
a
walks-
come up.
as she walks off. Yeah, you just the sheer. I mean, she just looks smug. She looks arrogant. She looks pleased with herself. She wanders off.
How did she know, Brozy?
I don't
I
know.
don't trust
It's,
this.
it's a good thing she didn't ask my name.
That is good.
They're just tickets. They're not tickets in anyone's name. They're just tickets.
No, my name to because
Corroborate
Yeah.
the story.
corroborate
It's a
anything. Yeah.
sauce. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a source.
Shit,
I will give you. I will Oh, will I? I don't know. Give me a history check. Anyone and everyone, but you may make this with charisma if you prefer.
Interesting.
I do not.
No, I figured you wouldn't.
Say history.
Yeah.
Say,
Oh,
good.
there's the roll. I rolled a 0.
Wow, Oleg.
I got a 0.
Fantastic.
I'm just so hyped that I'm gonna get to see the
One of
diamond.
the reasons Oleg was so willing to be involved in this conversation is you would know that Nayla's sort of second catchphrase, because her first catchphrase is, I've been Nayla quick with the news, but her second catchphrase is, I never give up a source. She's renowned for never ever even asking your name, so she cannot give it to anyone. She's all about, I report the facts, I never give up a source. Like, she's got a little weird moral code. Yeah. Brozzig and Oleg, were you headed towards Ella quick, or were you going to return to the table with Mr. Fink?
Well, it was me and Del.
It was Del.
Brozzig and
It was Del. Yeah.
Yeah, we're together.
Oh, well, fantastic job, Paisley, on saying everything Oleg did in that interview.
Well, we all went
No,
together.
no.
We just say we went back to the table.
I went back to the table to.
That's where we were headed anyway. That's where
Yeah,
we're
we
headed.
can say that
Sorry,
we're
I
at the
don't know how I got those wires crossed.
I was like, were we at the table now?
That would have been really awkward because she would have interviewed Oleg next to Vulgo at the table, right? Which would have been a disaster. So this went really well.
Well, it's fine if she ignored Vulgo, right? Because he made her
Maybe-
mad earlier.
Maybe Oleg would have gotten up to be like, where the
Go
fuck
and
is
get
my
him,
drink?
go and get
Where
his
is it?
drink. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Paisley and Brozzig, would you have gone to Ella quick?
God, I don't know. She seems really scary.
Yes, we absolutely. Yeah, Del, we need
Well,
to. We need to. We need to go. No,
We should-
Del. We need to go talk. We need to go talk to her. I don't know. We want to go as a group. I mean, maybe one of us can babysit Vulgo, and then the other two can go talk to
She's
her.
that really
I-
tough-looking teen over there. You know.
Listen,
You know,
you were one of the only other. She is not 18, my friend. She, as one of the only other women here, I think you should go. Maybe you and Oleg should go, and I will keep eye on Vulgo. Go get him his drink.
I already had Volgo duty for.
All right, I will. We will trade off.
What do you
She
want
is
me
the
to
one
ask
behind.
her?
She's the one behind the robots, Oleg. She's one behind all the robots and
All the
potentially
notes. Probably, maybe.
So Paisley,
Also-
you head over, and you see she's sort of involved in a very detailed conversation with someone, but not with anybody near her. It's on her headset.
Hmm.
And then as you approach, she sort of flips the headset up. And, can I help you?
Good evening, Miss Quick.
It gives you a tiny note. Nothing else.
I believe I had the pleasure of meeting your father.
Damn.
Pleasure.
He's in the know.
That's up for debate.
Oh,
Wow.
interesting.
Well,
Daddy issues.
I may have inadvertently insulted the man, but nevertheless.
She gives a little smile. Can I help you?
Paisley?
Well, our friend, Detective Inspector Roland. He's been getting a lot of quest notes tonight. He was,
Fascinating.
well,
Indeed, it is a little bit fascinating on account of that apparently this is impossible.
mm-hmm.
Because he can't read?
No,
He
because
hasn't managed to work this out yet.
the servers are not capable of passing notes, according to them.
My waitresses are passing notes.
That's how it
I'm-
seems.
Surprised that you aren't aware of this situation.
What did you say, Oregon?
We are representatives of the Kinishiran Republic.
That's right.
And why did this matter to you?
Well, we were
Well, we are seated with Inspector Detective Roland.
Oh, so just a curious civilian.
Well, you must understand it's quite an inconvenience to have waitresses bumping into us during dinner and during drinks. It's
I'm sure. Perhaps a complimentary bottle of champagne sent to your table? We apologize for the inconvenience.
That would be lovely, indeed.
Will be arranged. Thank you for notifying me.
Thank you.
Is there anything that we can do to help?
I doubt it.
My partner and I sort of specialize in security.
That's right.
Any security issues can be taken up with the Siphon or Mr. Poe. I assure you there are no security issues with my waitress.
No, of course not.
See, she's got a little offensive, and you'll see it. You'll now hear, as the music's getting sort of louder and louder, which is intentional, by the way, and the mist sensors are down, the lights are getting lower and lower. The waitresses are still passing out drinks, but you can see she's closed you off. She's done with your conversation, whether you are or not.
I don't know what we would have gotten out of that conversation anyway. Really, it was worth a shot. I think.
Well,
did she seem
make insight checks with advantage? So
I was just about to say.
What were you gonna ask?
I was gonna say, did she seem like genuinely surprised that her waitresses are?
Yes, I will tell you that without an insight check, unless she's an astounding actress, she really didn't seem to have a clue until you said it.
Okay.
She didn't repeat that it was impossible.
Yeah.
Interesting.
No, but something's going on above her head, which is concerning.
So I will take an insight check for you both, and that is with advantage.
But a 13.
A 9.
It came as a revelation to her, Paisley, but perhaps the revelation was that they were passing notes, like, not that was impossible or like someone hacked into them or anything. It was just like, oh, that's happened. Like, she was, that's about as much as I can give you. But it was
they shouldn't be doing that.
Sure. Yeah, sure. I'll do that. As you all sort of convene at the table, you notice old Archibald heading over to the table. And he will come and sit himself down next to you both. Specifically at this point, Brozzig and Vulgo, but the two of you will arrive while he's sort of sitting down. Good evening, how's it going? Are you having a nice time?
What's up?
Great time, Archie. Having great time.
Not so much you.
I just look over to him, tear-stained face, exhausted, tired-looking, red eyes.
Oh, wow.
He's been in the bathroom.
He's been in the bathroom. Perhaps he should have cleaned his face before he came back to the table. You look a state, son.
He'll be alright.
What?
He says you look a bit of a mess. You should have.
No, I heard him.
Oh. Well, you know, you've got the sort of devastated look going on for you.
I mean, you're literally crying through your disguised self. It is quite impressive.
I was shot!
Shh, we'll keep it
Well, don't shout
down low.
about it.
Down low.
He had a stressful day.
I see. Well, you're alive. Count your blessings.
Yeah. Actually, Archibald, is that... Do you think that's reason enough to leave this party?
Yeah, when is it
I
rude?
would say getting shot is usually a good indication that it's probably time to go.
I told you! I told you all!
As for you, if you want to remain here and attempt to glean any more information out of these rotten-faced bastards, I could potentially lend you a hand.
No! No, it is over!
One sec, guys.
Oh, I mean, I could aid you in leaving swiftly with the knowledge that you require. Or perhaps not. I made a couple of notes from my very interesting vantage point.
Where were you, Archie? I was looking for you.
Yeah, we haven't seen you in quite some time. It's been wonderful. Where have you been?
What?
I
missed you.
Off on a flutter of a dove's wing, you might say.
Any word.
I don't know what
he
that
was
means.
polymorphed.
He's always talking in riddles.
Are you on drugs?
He nods towards the sensor. Are you not?
I mean, who is a little impaired?
A little bit woozy. But anyway, as I said, a few little notes for you. Not of the serviette kind, if you catch my meaning. And he sort of gives you a little wink, and I don't know how much help it'll be, but, well, I saw that your friend clearly wanted to go home, and maybe you should do that. This doesn't contain a huge amount of information, but I am just going to reel these off really quickly. Richard Vega and Garrick seemed to be having a lot of close conversations this evening. There is definite tension between Mikayla and David Sorban, as you noticed. But they were seen to have 4 different clandestine meetings.
Wow.
The evening. So you're not sure what that's about.
Are they just doing coke in the bathroom?
I know, literally. I think that's the truth.
Daniel was seen with everyone under the business owner's tab except for Martin Sovard. Daniel being the councillor. And subsequently was also seen with almost every other member of the government councillors except for Oliver. Oliver kept mostly to himself and spent the evening talking to Marcin, Sovard, and Marissa.
Oh yeah, they're buddies.
But yes, other than that, the only other thing that was seen was there was a slight argument between Khan and his brother Bacchus. This isn't particularly unusual. It happens at most social events where they're both invited. One other piece of information that doesn't come from Archibald, it might just come from you. You haven't seen Miko since dinner finished.
Yeah.
And you keep looking around, but he does seem to be somewhere else, not here.
Maybe he left early.
He did. Is that what you would like to do? You have been shot.
Maybe Vulgo. Yeah, he's had a rough go tonight.
Yeah, truly, I got shot, man. Nearly killed.
Okay.
But look, I got these tickets out of it. I mean,
did.
This is a great situation.
Nothing but good.
Is the date. And that will be the arrows, the diamonds at 7 p.m.
Fantastic.
Vulgo, would you like to go with me to the game? You did kind of earn these.
Oh,
that's very nice. That's very nice, Vulgo.
That's sweet.
I give you a look that says, if you wave those in my face, I will rip them up.
That's right. He doesn't like sports.
Okay, I had to ask.
He doesn't like sports.
Are you guys headed out? Is there anything else you want to do?
Burn this place to the ground.
So long, rich bastards.
Do we want to?
Sorry, Brozzig, was that something you wanted to?
No, I was going to say, do we want to swing by the bathroom real quick just to see the aftermath
crime
of what
scene?
happened?
You can't get into the bathroom where he was shot. It's just
it's blocked off. It's blocked off.
Cordoned off.
Okay. Well,
I was gonna say, do we want to find our friend Alicia?
Yeah, let's say bye to her.
Yeah, let's do that. I do want to stop by the bathroom. I have something, but let's go see Alicia.
Okay. So as you head over to a table where there is now Keenan, the man who won the Prodigy Award, chatting with 2 or 3 lower level business members, and Leisha is there, as well as a woman you don't recognize. But she looks like she's definitely someone's wife. She doesn't seem very intent on anything other than her drink and tittering with laughter occasionally at something that none of you can see or hear. Leisha's sort of looking very bored with Keenan's conversation, sort of like shuffling from side to side, like a little bit to the music, and she's drinking some sort of very long fizzy drink that is dark green.
Ooh, where'd you get that one?
She notices you. She sort of like turns around and makes her excuses and heads straight on over to you and like, oh, how's it going?
Interesting conversation.
No. Like speaking with the dead.
Oh, well, that's your job.
How's this?
Speaking of the dead, someone died here. Did you hear?
Shit. Is that the whole explosion thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our
One of us
boy.
one of us got shot.
One of us was caught in the middle of it.
Alive?
Yeah. Still standing.
Good.
Yeah.
it's high fashion to ignore large dramatics and anything else that might be going on at the time.
Oh, that explains it.
These people are so crazy. Yeah.
Well, you say that, but it's like indoctrination, you know. You if you are seen noticing, then everybody notices you, and suddenly you're part of them. The best way to stay uninvolved is stay uninvolved.
Yeah. On that note, we're uninvolving ourselves from this place.
Got a party somewhere else?
Wait, you know somewhere else?
It's not all that much in Lexington, to be fair, but there's some good clubs.
Oh,
Got a
I'm
party
down
or
to
three.
actually hit the clubs.
I'll look over at Vulgo.
Didn't you say your friend was shot?
Oh,
Feeling
right,
up?
sorry.
Like, you're taking him clubbing?
No,
I'm not
sorry.
gonna try a couch.
No, you're right. We should stay focused.
Wow.
Well,
You really
we're
are
probably
a party
going.
girl.
I mean, we're probably going to go talk to our mutual friend after this. I would think.
Right. Never refer to me in that way again. Yeah, Vulgo and I, Mikayla and I have had some business in the past, but I am not that man's friend. I never will be.
Wow.
Anyway, yeah, you skedaddle, have a great time. Nice meeting you and all that. Yeah.
See you later.
Perhaps our paths will cross again.
You'd like them to.
I'll give her a wink. Final wink of the evening.
Raised.
Smiles. Give me a persuasion check.
Leave her wanting more.
Oh,
Anything I could do to help.
No. There's nothing Brozzig
I can only hurt.
to
I can
aid
only,
the
I
situation.
can only hurt.
You can give
I
him
think,
disadvantage if you want.
I can only make it worse.
Just your presence gives disadvantage.
like this big black eye, like
Yeah.
Exactly right. What did you get, Oleg?
a 9 abysmal.
He sort of smiles at you and maybe a Paisley curry.
I'll nod.
You know, you sense that she's thought about giving you her details, and then she just couldn't be bothered.
Yeah.
That's where she was at, and yeah.
You gotta work.
that's
Not
right.
enough riz. Not enough riz.
No, as you guys are headed towards the front door, Brozzig, you stop by the bathroom. The other
I just want
bathroom.
to walk by it. I have my X-ray vision for the day.
Oh, this is
Can
the
I add-
bathroom that was called
The exploded one. Yes.
Right. Okay.
Can I just activate that? I gotta be within 30 feet. Can I get within 30 feet and activate to see if I can see what's going on inside? I don't know if that'll tell me
Give
anything.
me a
But...
stealth check. See if you can get close.
right. I will.
You
I will.
do have
I will
a
pass
password
without.
for-
Yeah, I'll pass without trace myself. We've been saving that.
Yes.
We've been saving that.
Yeah.
I guess. Well, it says I have disadvantage, but I'm not wearing that armor right now, so it should just be a normal roll.
You don't have disadvantage anymore. You've changed the collusion medium, right?
Yes, that still gives you disadvantage. It is scale mail, according to the way you have it set up. But it doesn't matter. I'm not wearing it. 25 would be my stealth check.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I was like, I need you to reroll.
Wow.
Because I also got a 25.
Oh no.
And I don't think it beats it with stealth for deception.
I mean, I'll throw a card on it, but yeah, let me roll it.
Yeah,
roll it.
card it up. Card it up. You got card.
100% throw a card on it. What does Brozzig do to make himself appear more nonchalant, more nondescript, or to get close to the door? Give me a description of how this card activates before you roll it.
It won't let me pull it out anyway. But so Brozzig, I mean, there's people milling around. I think what he does to sort of blend in is he will sort of go down and like he'll drop his drink on the ground and he'll sort of go down to like pick it up and maybe like fix his shoe, and as he's fixing his shoe he sort of just activates his eye and just looks like real quick from like with his back kind of like down and sort of looks behind him.
I love that. If you
Like he's
accept
just
my
down the
request to steal your card.
Oh yes, let it go. I gotta run this in Chrome, that's why it's being weird. 'Cause I'm in Firefox.
Okay. To live is to suffer. To survive is to find some meaning in the suffering.
Damn.
Yeah, you sort of stumble forward, you put out your X-ray vision, and what you see inside are two small circular rooms. effectively, right? And each one of them has hundreds of little tiny, look like needles coming out of them, the little balls on the end. And they seem to be scanning the entire area. And in the corner, a third person, a Saifen, this one, is looking up at what appears to be some sort of security camera in the ethereal plane, and scanning back the footage. He looks confused. It's about as much as you can read of a Warforged's face.
All right, there. I will quickly say to the group, I'll quickly finish tying my shoe and head off
before
the
you
door.
do, can I have a perception check?
Do I have disadvantage on this because are we out of that room with the mist?
It was disadvantage on initiative checks, not perception.
Oh, sorry. Then I have advantage on this.
To hear?
18. Oh no. So 18 anyway. So
okay.
Good.
Okay, all you hear is the missing. You just get the last word. You just hear missing. You're not sure.
From the Saifen, presumably.
Yes, he is 100% the Saifen. He's the only person in there with a mouth. But yes, you hear something or someone or a thing is missing.
I mean,
but you don't know what.
They are. I'll touch my squawk rock and say they are scanning the whole room. They're scanning the bathroom. Vulgo, did you leave blood behind from your leg?
No, they know Vulgo was in there.
I have no idea.
They definitely have your blood. So
yeah, I mean, he picked him up.
Yeah, it was splattered across the floor. I was shocked.
Okay, well, I'm just letting you know.
Test.
And do they have DNA in this world? I don't know. I mean, blood magic, maybe some sort of blood magic. I don't know. I'm a lowly janitor.
You will know that even if they do,
it's not on the database.
You guys aren't on NextNet, so
yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Probably not got that information.
I don't exist to these people.
However,
just bleed anywhere.
In a moment as you guys exit, we will take a short break. Be right back. Hello, and welcome back to Marked for Deletion. You guys had a very pleasant and quick journey back with the butler that we didn't bother role-playing. Off you went. When you were about to get out the car, he looks over to you, Paisley. He says, if you would kindly hand over the wrist device.
I thought you forgot, maybe.
Because you're a wink, and I am not able to forget, unfortunately.
That is quite sad, Butler. You can't forget.
Sometimes it is. Somebody else can forget for me.
That's neat, man. I'll hand over the bracelet. See you around.
Miss Delgado, what did you mean by that is deep?
Someone else can forget for you? Like, decide they want you to forget something?
Yes, that is what I said, and you responded, that is deep, man. What does that mean?
Well, it means it's really too existential to think about.
Yes.
Your existence. Sorry.
I try not to ponder my existence too often.
Yeah. Same here. she hits her vape.
He sort of, I do enjoy your company, Miss Delgado, if you are a little strange sometimes.
Thank you, you too.
He gestures towards the fridge in the back of the car, and he
yeah.
On your way out, if you would like to empty the fridge, I'll be returning the car shortly.
What's in the fridge?
There are 8 cans of bit. There are 16 different cans of pop. Most of which are D-stress, D-fritz, D-whatevers.
D20?
No D20s. We should make a D20. Now, special edition coming out.
Yeah, it's like Nuka Quantum.
There are chocolate-covered grapes. Large. But they're a delicacy of whoever owned the car, who's lent it to them.
Yeah.
And there is also one very expensive-looking bottle of champagne.
Is the company that makes the soda drinks the same company that makes the chocolate bars? Like, is there a chocolate bar that's called D-Nuts?
No.
Okay.
Not even D-Nuts. Nice try. But no, the company that makes D-Fritz, D-Stress, D-whatevers, are called...
James, it's okay. I really was just saying it to make that joke.
I know, but it could be relevant down the line, so we never know. And I do have this information, so I should use it. They are... Oh, really? It's one of Jamal's. It's the... oh, maybe... It might not be Jamal's, actually. I think this is from Joe. It's the Fisco Fizz Company.
Oh, the Fisco doesn't have the Z's in it.
Fisco.
It's cute.
I think that
nice.
That's
great marketing.
From the first creation of Urxos. Oh god, I didn't even realize that. I looked it up, I was like, I wish I hadn't said anything there. Whatever. Fisco is who makes the drinks. That bottle of champagne's worth about 2,000 credits. It has a sort of gold dusky outside. And
wait, why are we back at the Collusion base?
It's called the Benefaction.
We left the party like you wanted to.
Yeah, shouldn't we be going to Vikasa though?
Oh, tomorrow.
For those of you who weren't present on the break, which is really what you should be on the break, this question was raised, so I will reiterate. Vikasa doesn't want you visiting him at 2 o'clock in the morning. Please come back in the day, next day.
Rude.
Did we get delivered that other expensive champagne that
it came to the table. Do you want to slip it out with you?
Yeah, so we can have 2 expensive
the other one was
champagne.
Excalibur, and that's worth 800 credits.
Yum.
So it's 2,800 credits of
nice bribes.
Sorry, I think I said the Benefaction. It's called the Benediction.
Oh, Excalibur and the Benediction. Wow.
Yeah, they are from the same company. Who are called Armand.
What?
Sounds like they're made by monks.
Oh no. Not Armand. Oh no.
Armand!
Oh, not
Armand. From Segravia.
No. Armand. Okay.
Wow.
It's the French company that makes the champagne.
Armand.
This house.
It's really from the champagne.
Now there's the hard words in a French accent.
Yeah.
You need to say from the Sud.
We know Kronks is a booze expert, right? Maybe we can sell these to him.
Yeah.
Oh.
And so you'll get back to the Mystics portal. You'll find your way through. And then you return to the Collusion base. The Helix transport was on demand for you guys. So as soon as you got back, you were able to take that transport back. Not a Helix transport, sorry. The Uber, effectively. Courier car. And when you're taken back to the Collusion base, you see, sitting on the sofa, clearly watching the entrance, waiting to see somebody come back, is Dylan.
Of course.
And he is looking so excited. Sort of bouncing up and down his chair. He's like, "You're back! You're back! You're back! I got your presents!"
Oh, really?
So just a reminder, you gave Dylan his freedom last episode.
Yeah, why is he here?
So he has been out and he's been very excited, and he has done some shopping. Obviously, he's been able to accrue a lot of money through gambling, etc. while here.
Wow.
So he's gone and done some shopping, and he has bought the following. For Brozzig, he hands you 2 bottles in a beautiful sort of wooden box of Dwarven Whiskey. Whiskey is like a very, very strong... Hiccups. Sorry. Whiskey is a very strong Dwarven whiskey. When you drink this, you will gain a +4 to Constitution for a minute.
Ooh, fun.
Yes, so use them wisely.
Oh, Dylan, this stuff will put hair on your chest. Hell yes, thank you.
There are 6 servings in each bottle.
Jeez, okay.
Wow.
So you've got 12 one-time uses of a minute of +4 Constitution. I challenge you to find 12 combats.
Yeah, I was going to say, is that an action to drink it?
Yeah,
bonus
I'll
action?
say an action to drink.
Full action.
Because yeah, it's a full glass. You know, you've got to sort of, no matter how Brozzig you are, you can't just because then you know it'll be burning throat.
And they don't stack. And they don't stack. I assume I can't drink a whole bottle to get get 24.
That would be fun.
To Vulgo, he gives a swift reader. And for the most purpose of this, it is already installed with over 100 books.
Oh, it's a Kindle.
To read. It's a Kindle. Yeah. But he will tell you that there's a few other articles on there that maybe might be helpful for all of you if you want to read them. It's actually books about how the collusion came to be. What they're about. Like he knows that you guys are sort of like trying to integrate, and he didn't know if that'll. But it's kind of cheesy, so he doesn't really mention it. He just says there's a bunch of books loaded onto it. And then he's like, and just in case you didn't like that, he gives you a huge, like, do you know when you go into the stores and you see the chocolate bars are in a box? Like the candy bars are in a box, right? He's got the box.
Nice.
Wow, that's
so there's
sweet.
40 in there, but they're all the same brand. And they're all the same flavor. So he's just bulk got you a 40 box.
What kind of chocolate is it?
And this box is here we go. Roll me a d12. Let's you choose.
Oh god, if I land on Hershey's, I'm gonna be so annoyed.
I don't have Hershey's in this one.
Thank
That's
God.
right.
Bershey.
That's a 5.
So this is called the Target Bar. And this particular chocolate bar is sort of, you know, like the galaxies, there's like little break off pieces as you go down. Yeah. So it's like a candy bar that's like that. And there's lots of pieces to break down. And each piece contains
You mean a galaxy bar like this?
Oh wow!
No, they're like this.
Wow.
Yes. Each piece contains caramel wrapped honeycomb. And the honeycomb like fizzes ever so slightly in your mouth as you eat it. As it sort of melts.
Wow, sounds tasty.
You've got 40 target bars.
Is it?
Brozzig will be over the moon because it'll save you 400 credits from the vending machine.
Now, Vulgo, you've already eaten 2 candy bars tonight. Don't eat the third one. You're going to get stomachache again.
You're not my dad.
Very true.
Is the chocolate smooth like Galaxy is?
Yes.
Is that kind of smooth chocolate? Well, I know what I'm going to be doing, crying myself to sleep tonight.
And then he looks over to Oleg and he's like, I didn't really know what to get you. So he gives you what looks like a little silver briefcase. And if you open it up, it is an artificer's toolkit. So you have most of these things, so this is like quite a special set. And you can actually add it on D&D Beyond. It's got all those things in it. Including artificer's tape, artificer's torch, scissors, lockpick, set of files, 20 inferno stones. They literally just heat something up.
No, that's cute.
5 small bags of blasting powder, which can be used to make gun stuff. A miner's pick and iron pot, 2 empty flasks, a small set of smith's tools, 10 empty vials, small knife, flask of oil, spoon of thin metal wire, and 5 magically imbued elemental gemstones. That will do a D4 of damage on a weapon if you imbue them into a weapon.
Dylan, I'm touched. This is beautiful.
I had to ask Goron because, like, oh no, we don't talk much. Sorry. But I saved the best till last, and he sort of jumps up on the spot and he hands you something, Paisley. This is called the Fire Go. It is the newest handheld console. And it has come with the game Quickshot. Quickshot is an aim training game. If you spend 10 minutes on this, you will have +1 to your attack rolls for an hour on ranged weapons.
Wow, this is amazing.
He's basically bought you aim training on a console. And
you got me a Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, pretty much. And you can buy other games for it if you want. The games are, I think, 180 credits each.
Oh boy.
I think. Let me just check my.
Oh, we got plenty of money. Plenty of money for that.
No, sorry, they're 480 credits each.
Oh gosh, inflation.
Game.
What is this thing called again?
It's a Fire Go. I will just paste the whole thing in here.
Cute.
So that you can see this.
Cute. What?
I haven't pasted any important information, have I? No, okay, cool. Good. I'm just double checking because I pasted it from the DM file. I'm always worried when I paste stuff in there. I'm just gonna like paste. You know, one thing that's not in there, the bad guy's name. I have to look through the fucking DM situation now.
Oh my goodness. It'd be like that sometimes.
So that's that. Just in similar fashion, Josh,
you're a hero.
If you wanted to store any information, etc., you can put it on the Swift Reader. So it can be useful as well for holding like blueprints of places or detailed information that you might need to recall at a later point.
Yeah, I'm deleting the history books.
Deleting them. Nice.
Oh, getting a refund.
No, is it hooked up to NextNet or is it like air gapped? Like is it?
No, you have to go to the store and buy the books. So you can go and put. So not technically, you can download them, but you don't have to be up.
I have to go to Borders.
You can connect to NextNet, but you guys would know that's not always a good idea.
Well, that's my question. That's exactly why I'm asking.
So you can connect it up to NextNet and download the books directly, or you can go to the Borders. Yeah.
Let's go to Borders.
Got Borders in the US?
Sure do.
It shut down. Not anymore, but we did.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't either.
I never know which one's which. Anyway, yeah. So he gives you those, and he gives you all a massive hug. He's super grateful. And then he will ask you what you got up to, and you will recount to him that for witnessing a Goliath getting shot, you got 40 experience points.
Yay!
You don't have to recount anything to do. But I just thought I'd let you know. For speaking to Ella quick, which I really didn't expect to happen, you got 35 experience points. For convincing the bartender to spill the gossip, you got 25 experience points. Is somebody adding these as we go?
Yes.
I'll write them down. Fantastic. For... Oh, there were two others. What was the other two?
Getting shot. What do we get for that?
Yeah, getting shot.
No, he witnessed the Goliath. That was the first XP I gave out, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Brozzig, for hearing... You didn't hear much of it, so I'm going to give you a sliver of the XP. But for looking through and seeing those two ball drones and hearing the word missing, you... I don't know what to give you. I'll give you 10%. You can have 40 experience points. One word as opposed to the full 400, yeah. Which was there possibly, because you could have found way more. And finally, for giving the information to
Nyla.
Detective Inspector.
Oh.
Quick.
No, Nyla's reward was simply getting tickets to Zendel. So you don't get anything more for that. No, but giving Detective Inspector Roland the information about the shooter that you could and the Goliath, there was a full 50 experience points.
Yay!
What does that bring our total to? Or does anybody want to give all the numbers together?
We should have 1395.
Yeah, 1395.
Hold on.
All happy with 1395? Any disputers in the house?
I'm not keeping track. I trust you guys.
What do you got, Mikayla?
That's what I got as well.
Good.
Okay.
Cool. 1395. Which should put you, I don't know, 1500 odd away from level 4.
Yeah, something like that.
Cool. Great. Yeah. And then Dylan will just sort of ask you about your evening. And if you're telling me you went to Lexington, he'll tell you he went to Lexington once. And he played a game of roulette. And the wheel landed on 0 6 times in a row. He couldn't believe it.
This is highly improbable.
Seems very,
Almost impossible.
unlikely.
I bet red, then black, then black, then red, then red, then black, and finally, then red, and then finally on the 7th try I bet 0, and it was the first one it wasn't 0. He was fuming.
Damn.
Yeah.
Maybe stick to cards. Stick to cards still.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you can't cheat roulette.
Someone did, I think.
As he says this, you do notice, Vulgo, that your box of candy bars seems to still be sealed in the plastic. A little odd. They're normally opened up in the stores. Right, so do you know when you go to like a off license and you can see a chocolate bar, like a series of chocolate bars in the box, right? Or even in the supermarket, they open the box. No one ever sells the box as a whole box, except to a supermarket. But he's got you a whole box, and it's oddly sealed.
You'd be surprised, actually. I've seen people in supermarkets who like take, whole things.
But even then, they're out the plastic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. This
sure.
This looks like it's come off a lorry.
In my head, it was like a selection box that you get at like Christmas.
We would say it fell off the back of a truck.
It does definitely look like it came off the back of a truck.
Nice.
And then begins to, you may all begin to question where your gifts came from.
Yeah.
I thought about it, and then I didn't.
Paisley,
Desk.
he's very proud of himself. He does say, I bought it. And that is a sort of indication that maybe he didn't buy the others. He will even tell you that he has the receipt. He's very proud of himself.
Wow. In case I want to return it.
Yeah, you can get store credit.
If you want to return it, then I'll pay it. But
I'm just kidding.
We can challenge each other.
Oh, we can
you want to go play?
Yeah. Well,
it's 2:30 in the morning. If you want to go play,
okay, we'll play a quick round, and then I'll go to bed. Maybe.
Yeah, cool. I will zoom us forward to what, 9:30 in the morning?
Yeah,
and I believe it's the 16th. Does that check out? It's 3 days after Rapture. No, that can't check out. It must be the 18th.
No.
The typo, right? Yeah, that's a typo. Yeah. Because Rapture's the 15th, I believe.
All the days feel the same to me.
That's just
this has been the craziest month of Vulgo's entire life.
It's only been 15 days, 17 days. It's been a long 17 days. Cool. Following morning, what's the plan?
What's the plan?
Well, Vulgo,
do
you need to check in with your boss, Mikayla?
Is Lex still not back?
No.
Then yes, we should go see.
We should go. Lex. That is canon. I'm kidding. It's just the way it sounded was like Mikayla couldn't see you unless Lex wasn't back. No, you're fine. Yeah, Mikayla said to report
Lex takes priority
the following day.
So yeah, Vulgo, just so you know, we gave $5,000 tip to bartender with your boss's money.
It's fine.
Why would you do that?
That's fine.
I mean, to get information. That's why he gave us bracelet, right? We're just letting you know.
And we got good information.
Well, you're all going for this, not just.
I know we're all going, but I know Vulgo hates. Vulgo, I know you hate surprises, so I just want you to be aware, so you can process in cab ride over.
I will not be held responsible.
Journey, by the way.
I will not be held responsible for what you people have done.
Oh, you definitely will be, but
then you don't get the credit.
I don't want credit.
You head out into Darktown. You walk over to the monorail. And
monorail.
Picture that anymore?
Monorail.
Mono.
I got a picture of monorail. No, we don't. Oh, that's shit, isn't it?
That's okay. We can use our imagination.
And we'll just fucking use this instead.
Nice.
I have this picture. Here you go.
Yeah, I've seen this one a bunch.
Monorail.
Yay!
There we go.
And the monorail is packed, absolutely slammed, and almost everyone here is wearing green.
What's going
Bright
on?
green.
So it's St. Patty's Day.
Is there a game going on or something?
Yeah.
Brozzig, any of those teams?
Zenball.
Oh.
Is it chess?
No. Once per year, this event occurs. And it is the annual sled race. So, 4 people. So they have competitions throughout the year as to who can get the fastest teams. It's a bit like bobsleighing. But whoever gets to the top, the 2 finalists, race off once per year. They go out to the edge of Anakeisha. And it's all broadcasted from a recording camera that goes above them. And the team that can get the furthest without dying.
Dying?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's almost guaranteed that the other team will get killed by monsters. Usually, if one of the teams makes it back, it is only some of the members. But the prize is 10 million credits.
Goodness.
And nobody dies in the practice rounds because they're all taking place in a special arena. So yeah.
Damn.
Four-man teams?
We should sign up.
You could die.
Can't sign up this year. You have to sign up for next year.
Let's train for next year.
You might be able to do it. And every year it is the green team and the blue team. That is all that, so people go out and they wear the green and the blue. And they literally go to bars and they just freaking cheer for people's death. It's the Hunger Games on sleds.
Wow. This shit's crazy.
It's great fun every year. Yeah,
I bet we can win, guys.
But everybody in this monorail is in the green team. And you will hear whisper that they are from Darktown. A small team of ex-office workers who used to work in telesales built their sled together and made it all the way to the final. Yeah, they're all colleagues. This is their dream. They're probably all going to die, but don't worry about it. That's them. If you are interested, the blue team
they can do it.
Are a pair of fairly rich scientists who have hired on 2 fairly muscular men to try and protect them. They seem to be the favorites there, the blue team. but they're from Lower Midtown, so everybody wants them to lose because they're from the rich places.
I think Brozzig tries to get a "fuck the blue team" chant going. On the monorail.
it takes out so quickly. Just there was music
Fuck
playing on the
the blue
monorail, and
team.
suddenly, like even the goblin that sells the drinks, who normally is in his little invisible compartment, sort of comes down and is hanging upside down, going "fuck the blue team, fuck the blue team," over and over again.
Green.
You've got it rolling.
Oh no.
Yeah, you guys are able to arrive at Vicase's place without dying. Good job. Isn't that exciting? Why
Yay.
can't
Do we
I
get
ride
XP
with
for
you
that?
guys? No. What do we think? Tension and drama. I think that's probably about right, don't you?
Oh no, this is tense. I don't want to tense.
Well, someone
music,
spent
Teresa.
5,000 credits on someone else's
nothing
car.
to
Look at this
him.
house. Look at this house. He has unlimited.
That's nothing to him.
He has unlimited brunch whenever we come over.
When you
Give him
arrive,
100.
the
Unlimited
butler says
brunch.
to you, "He will see you in the living room."
Oh no.
Nice to see you too, Butler.
Great.
He nods but says nothing.
Great.
He
This
gestures
is fine.
towards 4 reclining lounger chairs.
Look, he's gonna like zip up his collusion
kind of-
leathers all the way up.
Yeah, what kind of traps does he plan for us today?
On the table is a pitcher of water, 4 cups.
Is he currently in there?
You what?
The Kaiser?
No.
Is he in the room? Okay, then I'll keep standing until he appears.
Brozzig reclines all the way back in the nearest recliner.
Like a lazy boy.
And as he sort of comes out, sort of walks in, and he looks over to Vulgo and sit.
Is that
I
all
kind
of
of-
us or just Vulgo?
I assume the rest of you already sat in a recliner.
I'm sitting. Yeah. Not
Okay.
reclined, just sitting.
I give him a look that, well, not give him a look, but I'm currently looking at him like with a mixture of like frustration and fear.
You see flames
I will sit
burning
down.
in his eyes.
Yeah, I'll sit down.
So bad.
You got shot.
You said it was safe.
You didn't change your cover when Archibald suggested. And
It
you were
wasn't
a
necessary.
partner to a crime! A
You-
bystander!
You said it wouldn't be dangerous.
You were I said. Be no one, be nothing. Be quiet. Sit at the table, enjoy fancy food.
I was in the
Done!
I was in the bathroom.
Why?
Why? Because I needed to go to the bathroom? You said it wasn't dangerous. You said it would be an easy job.
Wasn't meant to be dangerous.
If I may.
The butler comes racing in with like this sort of large glass. It's like two-handed glass of this blue liquid. But it tucks it all down. The fire genasi. What did he look like?
I don't remember. But the Goliath, he was tall.
I've seen his corpse. It is going to hurt.
What?
And he moves over and he's gonna put his fingers on your temple.
Oh no! I try and skirt away, probably like falling backwards over
As
the
you sort of-
chair.
as you stumble backwards, suddenly you feel like an ice cold flush through you, and you are paralyzed.
Uh-oh.
As you are taken aback.
Wait! Can I use a charge of my wand of binding to try and get out of this
We're just doubling
paralysis?
down. We're just doubling down. I love it.
Damn.
Oleg is thinking no wonder he got himself shot.
He's too resistant.
No, it says you can gain advantage on a saving throw you make to avoid being paralyzed. I don't remember asking for a saving throw.
Oh, what a cheater.
Period.
And you will witness the scene again.
No, don't make me relive this.
As the man, you're knelt upon the floor with blood gushing from your knee, you're nearly dead. And you see this
Not really dead, I had 2 health.
move in front of your face. And his features are like a single piece of black coal.
Ooh.
There is no sign of lips, eyes, mouth, nose, nothing. He lets you go on. Oh, my boy. That is problematic. But I suppose in this situation, I can't really hold you accountable, can I?
In
Wrong
what?
place, wrong time. Never mind.
No, he's over it.
I could have told you that without you doing whatever you just
Well,
did.
you couldn't remember. And there's a reason you couldn't remember. It wasn't your pathetic humanness.
I'm not a human, I'm an orc.
Aye, same shit.
No, it's not.
It wasn't
I
your
mutter
pathetic-
under my breath.
Okay, so he will say, it wasn't your pathetic mortality, nor your weak mind, but strong magics. You weren't meant to see that. Talk it out your mind, no matter. It wasn't part of the information required. You witnessed, He sort of stops blank in the middle of a sentence. I suppose you've earned answers. What you
Is
witnessed...
it about what they were talking about Zara?
They were talking about Zara.
Oh, just put my foot.
No, you just gained 100 experience points.
Oh
Yeah!
Yay!
It's the one bit of information I remember you telling me about.
It is also the one thing that he didn't watch in the memory because it was while you were in the toilet.
100.
No, I don't want you. I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Shut up.
He doesn't strike me as the kind of patron who would care about my panic attack.
He doesn't. Instead of... Hey. Zara. Archibald was a little heavy-handed in his assistance of you, but we don't want you caught up in gang warfare, that's for sure.
Gang warfare?
No.
Wow.
But you got some information for me. And you kept your spending to a minimum. For which I'm grateful. Only one
I
purchase.
shoot a dirty look at the others.
Oh, you didn't even spend it yourself. I appreciate that. Rest assured that any time I give you funds, you may spend them to their fullest. If you find they've run out, you've spent your limit.
Then how?
How would you know when to stop? Ah, yes, indeed. The endless gambler's question. The genie's joy. So, you served me well, Vulgo, in some respects. And for that, I suppose a boon should be granted to you. Let me see. A choice, I suppose. I have in my possession a talisman that will grant you some measure of luck. Or I can help you forge a permanent bond with that ridiculous creature that flaps around your head. You may choose. Pack to the talisman or pack to the chain? The choice is...
Before I choose, I would like to...
I don't have any tomes.
I would like to add a clause into our contract.
You want to change the original contract?
I would merely
will
like
need a
it to be...
witness. He looks around and... No, a competent witness. And he sort of claps his hands, and after a moment, poofing into existence, is someone you have met.
Uh-oh.
Yo.
Oh,
no.
Yes.
But he's got a little miserable business.
Yes. The best
And then he
guy.
looks at you, and you just see a look of total betrayal on his face.
Damn.
Man. Oh no.
Oh, hey,
That's
man.
my boss?
We didn't know he was your boss at the time.
Selling wishes. Oh,
That would have been racist of us,
Oh
right? To
no.
assume all genies work together.
That was business,
man, you cut me deep.
No.
And you just hear in the corner, there's that phrase again from the butler. Looks all confused. What can I do? And Mikayla, you will bear witness to the changing of an original contract forged between patron and, what do we call you? Subject? Subject. The clause. Think
I just
carefully and get your words right.
I just want
This
it
is your
to be
moment. Don't feel the pressure, Vulgo.
I just want it to be fairer. In the clause, it states that that you can't intentionally cause me harm, but it says on my part that I can't intentionally cause you harm, or through inaction cause you harm, or hire like a third party to cause you harm. I would like the same protection from you.
To clarify, you would like the second clause? No.
No, the first.
No,
You want him to do
first.
you no harm, is what you're saying.
Yeah, through any means, like I can't him.
Where does it say that he can't harm you?
So it says the second party must never deliberately harm the first party, or through purposeful inaction cause harm to the first
That's
party.
you not
This
harming
includes.
him. Where does it say anything about him not harming you? Oh,
I thought that was no.
Okay, cool.
It doesn't. That's
The
what it wants
first
to add.
part.
It does. It says the first party will never intentionally cause lethal harm to the second party.
Mhm.
Yep. That's his.
Lethal harm.
So
Lethal is the key. You want lethal erased and just harm.
Yeah, through either purposeful
Vulgo
or
wants-
just inaction, or through a
So
third
you want your
party.
part copied to his part, basically.
Yeah, I want equal protection.
By inaction causing you harm, you want me to purposely spend every moment watching over you and making sure you are not harmed through my inaction?
No,
No, I
but if you are able to protect me,
I am always able to protect you, but frankly, sometimes
You
I have
know
better
what I
things
mean.
to do.
Fucking love Mikayla.
I will remove the word lethal. That is my best offer.
It's pretty good.
We'll upgrade you to he will never intentionally cause you harm. Perhaps we should say the first party will never intentionally cause harm to the second party. And when both parties are present, the first party will do all they can to protect the second party.
deal.
One moment. I must type.
Type. He gets out a typewriter. Ding!
Glorious, I was really rooting for you, bud. I tried to convince him to make deal with you.
I was rooting for me too. I'm gonna buy a wish. That was a no.
Yeah.
I
No,
already
thank you.
I already got my wish. I got 2 tickets
Still wearing
to
the coat I got
Diamonds
you.
Arrows.
You sure? I never stopped taking it off.
He says that to the Vulgo. You're still wearing the coat I got you.
Yeah, I don't take it off.
Oh, that's sweet.
That's something, I guess.
You should probably give that back. We'll go.
Oh, you can keep it.
You-
As a souvenir of your betrayal.
This guy is so cool.
It
I
is
was like,
witnessed.
Yeah.
And as soon as he says this, Vikasa sort of claps his hands, and Corius just poofs out of existence with a sad
No!
smile.
Oh no!
He's sent back to work.
Oh, that's fun.
Back to the grind.
That he will give you that amendment, and that is done now for you.
Thank you.
And then he will say, your choice. A permanent bond with that flappy thing? Or
He has a
palace with
name.
I'm well and sure he does. Make your choice.
I would like the pact of the chain, please.
Aww.
Aw, so
Okay,
cute.
and as an added bonus, should you and this little thing be close together, you may find benefits to the healing you receive.
Yay, gifted the ever living ones.
And with that, he will ask you to bring forth your lovely sunfly friend.
Yes, he will assumably come out of my hood of my coat
Or
that he just
bag,
sleeps
or wherever
in.
he was. What is he under? Encounters?
In the bottle?
Where is this fuck?
I can't put him in the lamp yet.
Oh,
I can't put anyone else in the lamp yet.
I can't actually do Kai. I don't seem to have a picture for Kai. I've only got a token. Do we not have a Kai like handout?
He's
He's an
under
ally.
allies.
There we go. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right. Okay, cool.
there he is.
So Kai comes out,
He's a
sort of buzzing
little-
around. And... Gonna be friends. Gonna be friends. We're gonna be friends. I heard it all. We're gonna be friends. Okay, so
God.
sort of. You'll be nothing if you don't shut up. And then looks to you both.
I agree.
And begins to sort of cast. And it's really cool. When he casts, you see sort of like script in the air. Like as he runs his finger, a flame goes around him, and it's like, do you know that moment where you see the writing of the elven writing on the one ring?
On the
going
ring.
around? It's a bit like that,
Yep.
but it's sort of moving around his whole body as he sort of spirals his
Cool.
finger around.
Very cool.
And then it starts to encompass you, and then subsequently Kai, who's like, is this gonna hurt? And Casey was like, I fucking hope so. And he continues casting, and eventually he will bond the two of you together. An endless
Yay.
telepathic bond. He will then hand you, Vulgo, he will hand you a necklace with a little gold disc on it, and on the gold disc is a perfect picture of Kai.
Oh, wow.
You dismiss him, that is where he'll be. He will warn you that if you lose that necklace, Kai will probably be dead. So don't do that. Well, he's dismissed, of course.
Don't lose
If you
it.
dismiss him into the necklace and then lose the necklace, there's nothing Vikasa can do to get him back.
Even
Oh,
if I
like
do
when I
the
lost
1
my
hour
Poke
ritual
Walker.
to get a new one.
You'd get a new person, not...
Oh man.
Only... So if he's currently out and you lose the necklace, you can get another necklace. But if he's dismissed and you lose the necklace, he's in that necklace.
I'm gonna go through sunflies like that.
He will tell you that you can keep the necklace in the lamp
Oh, cute.
if you want to keep it
Okay.
safe. So, you know, but he recommends wearing it.
Yeah, I'll wear it.
Yeah, if you die, then, well, I'm sure Kai will have lived out his fantasy dreams. You know, he would be due to die within a few months, Sunfly.
What a weird creature.
Now he'll live as long as you do,
Oh
which
god.
may not even be a few months at the rate you're going. And with that, he sort of looks around at the rest of you, and I'll leave you in the pleasant company of the butler. I do appreciate your aid. A full report, please. And he will ask for a full report to the butler of everything you did that evening.
Mhm.
The butler will call in Vikasa twice. Once regarding the notes being passed to... Can I assume you tell him absolutely everything?
Oh yeah,
Sure.
definitely.
Anything that any
I
of the
do.
party members would want to hold back.
Don't want to tell him about Martin Sovard and how Brozzig talked to him.
Okay. Given that it's probably Vulgo doing most of the talking, that makes sense. That's fine. Would you tell him about Naylor Quick getting the news from you and Oleg?
Yeah.
I mean,
Why
Brozzig wouldn't, but if Volgo's doing the talking, like you said, he
Well,
probably would.
I'm more asking Oleg in this situation.
Yeah.
Would you volunteer that information?
Probably not.
Okay, so those are the two pieces of information that get kept. So he'll call in Vikasa when you mention the notes being passed, and he will also find it a little odd that, and in his words, that Joseph would permit CC3 robots to be doing something as simple as passing notes. So he would imply that Joseph Quick passed the notes himself. Or at least, when you then connect that Joseph Quick was the one that he's currently working for, suddenly Mikayla will come to the conclusion that Joseph was advertising Inspector Rowland's services as if it was something he had got, something he was proud of. And because he'd got this cool PI, he was then telling everyone about him, and subsequently he was saying, you know, if you want any help getting any work like done by him, you can pass him a note via one of the servers. So that mystery can get solved for you in this moment by Mikayla. The second time that the butler wasn't in is when Brozzig, you mentioned, I assume, looking through with your X-ray vision.
No reason not to mention that.
And he has never heard of these drones, and has no idea what they could have been doing. These little spheres with the lots of needles and balls that we're scanning, he has no idea what they are. He'll look into it. I might even let you know.
I mean, if they have Vulgo's blood, is that going to be a problem for him or you, or?
I doubt it.
Great.
Any problems I have a habit of going away.
Well, that's nice.
We've witnessed that. We understand how that works. Yes.
See that you continue to do so. And then he sort of looks at you all, and I promised some payment as a reward. You using those old-fashioned bracelet things, are you?
Yep.
Currently.
And he will give you 5,000 credits.
Yay!
Ooh.
Each.
Fuck off, no.
Just double checking.
He was going to give us 10,000, but we spent 5, so we only get
You are correct. And that is where we're going to end.
You know what? But the bartender deserved it.
Is there anything you would like to ask of Mikayla? Anything else that you need to say to him before you leave?
Don't think so.
No.
He will tell you the butler will drive you home.
Oh, yay!
And when you get in the car with the butler, he will inform you that the fridge has been restocked. In
Yay!
This car. So help yourself. He takes great joy in the fact that you keep spending his boss's money.
You know, Vulgo, I give you a lot of guff sometimes, but having a rich boss is cool.
Yeah,
So
you
good
may
on
have
you.
had some very cool stuff from some of the other patrons. But just a reminder that if you had have gone with what was his name? The other genie.
The sad genie?
Corius.
The other name was Corius. His pact required Vulgo to give him money.
Oh no!
You had to pay him for his patronage.
It's
Which
a
would
pyramid scheme.
He might have given you more power, but you really would have been scrounging for those funds. So I'm really glad you went the other way.
That's so
We had a fairly fantastic recap from mostly Rico. So we'll start with Pat for an MVP.
I just like that you shot Josh in the knee. That was amazing. You just like, nope, shenanigans. Nope, boom.
I don't
him in the
know.
knee.
Like
Love it.
It's a tough one because
We've
I
all wanted to
understand-
shoot Vulgo. We've all wanted to shoot Vulgo.
No, I've never wanted to shoot Vulgo, but I think in the moment it was a really because I'm playing a hard ass who takes no prisoners, right? At the time, it's a really tough one to then think like, well, what's the line? Where does he cross it? And yeah, there was a little bit of sass, and I was like, it's Vulgo saying that. And as soon as you said yes, it had to be the moment. Like it just made sense.
There weren't immediate consequences to it.
Sassed.
There may be long-term ones, but in the moment it was surprising. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, well, I will tell you, there might have been some really fucking severe consequences if you hadn't landed whole person. So that, big credits.
Shit.
That was my MVP personally, so I'll stick that in right now. My MVP and my D8, by the way, is for having the gumption to cast whole person on a guy who just done 19 damage with a single shot to you and put you on the brink of death.
I had 2 health. I was fine.
Yeah, fine. A strong word.
If I didn't bleed out, I was fine.
Josh, your MVP.
Even though Vulgo was very reluctant to make friends, it was very sweet that Dylan got us all gifts, you know. And also a slight little one is seeing Mikayla go from like furious, all-powerful, itty-bitty living space genie to completely like, oh well, that's fine. You know, it wasn't your fault. And it's like I think that switch in personality is very interesting.
Scary.
For someone like that.
I hope my mother didn't wake up. I don't often actually yell in D&D, but this was the moment. Thank goodness for a mic gate. Mikayla, your MVP.
Yeah, I was gonna say just the whole genie, pretty much when we got to Mikayla's house, just the negotiation was super, the way he was so scary, and it was like, oh my god, Vulgo's really in trouble, what's gonna happen now? And then, yeah, the way he just switched, which I feel like is really scary for your boss. And then the appearance of the sad genie for the negotiation. Yeah,
we had to call him back.
He's great.
He was my favorite of the patrons, but I knew that it was also... I'd said to Josh, you'll never choose the first one. He was like, well, why not? I was like, well, firstly, you're not going to want to pay your patron. And secondly, he's kind of a sad case. But he's cool.
Go visit him once in a while.
Yeah. Rico.
So all the good moments have been chosen. So I'll offer up a couple of...
I'll
offer up a couple of small ones that tickled me. The first one was when the inspector was just like, am I going to be getting involved in something I don't want to get involved with? And then Paisley was just like, we're already involved in something that we don't want to get involved with.
That's just my life, she said. I love that.
That was a good one. And then the second one is, I thought it was super slick of Brozzig peeping with the eye through the bathroom.
With the card, that felt great.
Yeah.
I wondered whether you'd use the password trace to try and sneak into the bathroom, like actually in.
Wow.
So check this out.
I think that's the only way you got the full 400 XP.
I only thought of this later, but what I should have done is reached into the briefcase and thrown up some dust of sneezing as a distraction.
Well, I thought you might use the RTC camera you guys have got. You've got a remote control camera you can fly in as well.
I mean, I guess once we found there was
kind of
scary robots in there.
I know. I thought they would. I thought they would notice that instantly.
But, you know,
I did think about the camera.
Siphon and all these people around.
I didn't know what you guys would try, but I had some things on my list. But yeah, I really liked the moment that when Josh as Soros said I'd been shot, and Paisley's response was, I should have known it was you. Of course it was Josh's character that got shot. I felt awful. But then I really liked the description of the guy when you kept saying he had a flaming fist tattoo, but not like a clenched fist, like a conjuring fist. You kept driving that in. I was like, please don't. Oh, my description.
That's why we were doing it. That's why
I love a good running joke.
Yeah, so I really enjoyed that. But overall, I really enjoyed a couple of the decisions that you guys made, trying to riz the bartender for information, and then going back and doing it again when he point blank refused the first time. Like, love that.
Funny.
Trying to follow the waitress into the serving room, just brilliant. I've had that in place for so long, like that serving rooms where it's no humanoids go in. You can't pass through them unless you are a permitted bot.
That's fun.
I just thought, you know what, this particular robot is going to go slightly outside her programming and just be a bit of a dick. But I'd be my guest. Because James likes being a dick. But yeah, I also just really enjoy the fact that you guys love the butler and nobody particularly... I know that as players you like the Mikayla, but as characters nobody really likes Mikayla all that much. So it's a nice little
I like
contrast.
The nice things he gives us.
Exactly. But no, I think you guys did great. And congratulations for making your way through that. We will continue with collusion stuff when we return, but in the meantime...
Oh yeah, one more.
You guys would like one more?
These nuts. The chocolate joke earlier. And on that note...
That's where we'll end. Bye! If you guys would like to say goodbye.
Bye-bye.
We shall see you soon.